Sorry that we started late. Welcome to another episode of NightMayr. Woohoo! First of all, are you subscribed to this channel? Are you liking? Are you commenting? Are you just, if you're a lurker, that's fine. But we're going to need you to step it up and be a little more active so that the algorithm favors me a bit more. Please and thank you. Good to see you all in the chat. Guys, we have a very special guest tonight on NightMayr. Long time, several year long friend of mine. She is a she really does so much that I don't even quite know how to intro her. She's just the best. I would say, maybe I'll say influencer. I could say adult content creator, but she's also like multi-talented and she's doing a lot. She's going to tell me. I probably should have asked how to intro her before we started. But you know what? If you're here for a professional show with their shit together, then you're at the wrong place. So welcome to the show. For her very first time, Holly Treats is here. Yay! Oh my God, your necklace. I need to twist your necklace around. Put the tail in the back.
Yes, yeah. No more tails. Okay.
Oh my gosh, Holly. There's so much to talk about. Like, I feel like when I have friends on the show, it's like, oh, we need to catch up as friends. But then when the podcast starts, it's like, we need to get down to business. We need to tell the people what they need to know about you. So,
we've got some drama and tea to spill. So there's a lot to share.
Oh, good. Okay. So tell the people briefly who you are and a little bit of your like origin story, I guess.
Well, I'm Holly Treats. I am a OG, as an original goddess content creator. I got my start as a webcam model on My Free Cams in 2015 and quickly started trending and quickly turned into an Instagram model from that. Like, for whatever reason, I was modeling at the time also. And I think that people like picked up on that, found my Instagram and blew me up. And so then more opportunities started happening.
And your Instagram now is at over 1 million.
At over 1 million.
Wow.
But what's really crazy for me is like, I don't even like care about pages anymore because I'm just like, I know how to find and engage my audience, and I can do it over and over and over and over again in different forms on different platforms. And it's like kind of just what I do now.
So you basically figured out like what works for you, what gets the most engagement, likes, and that's different for every platform that you're on.
Yeah. And I think part of it too is the live streaming background. Like, give webcam girls some credit, you guys, because it's very technical to just be a hot girl, like sitting there in your room, like turning on your webcam and trying to figure out how everything works. Like, do not underestimate the webcam models because we go places.
Am I considered a webcam model? Because there are cameras around and I oftentimes am by myself doing streams.
We are all BB. It's what I like. As I like to say, we are all BB.
What's BB?
There will be these guys in your chat room that are like, maybe they're just acting like they're from other countries, but they'll be like, BB, open Bob's, BB.
Want to see Bob's and Virgin.
So you are BB, just like I am BB.
Oh, we are BB.
Because they want you to open Bob's too.
You know, the person who asks me to open Bob's many times a day is the 2-year-old man that is my toddler and still nursing. So
he's the most demanding about opening Bob's.
Dude, he will go in and get it. He will pull my shirt down and go and get it. Like, he will try and pull it out when it doesn't matter where we are or when we are. And so I don't know. I just thought that he would turn 2 and just immediately lose interest. But that doesn't look like that's a me problem. That's not a you problem, Holly. But he was very excited to meet you. It's almost like he stayed awake to meet you. I'm like, Mommy has a friend coming over. And then he was like, he loves women. Like, even every time we go out, like any waitress, any like friend that comes over that's a girl, I think he gets excited knowing, all right, in case mommy dies suddenly, this could be a backup. I think that's why children love women, because they just look at you like, all right, you could perhaps make me a sandwich one day. If
yeah. No, we just give the vibe that we're available to nurture.
Oh yeah,
I think.
And like,
yes,
kids like dogs can pick up on that. Like Waffles liked you right away. So did Muffin. And today I confirmed that Waffles is indeed a racist. He barked at a black man outside the CVS. Like, really?
Did the black man, was he like clearly more offended? Like, did he kind of like look at the dog and be like, oh, I know why you're doing this?
I could tell that he knew what was going on. And I go, oh, Waffles. Like, she's never like this. She's always like this. Waffles is more racist than me, if that's possible. And I was like, oh, I think it's just because the baby's here. Like, this is such a surprise. It wasn't a surprise. I saw that bark coming. Waffles. She's not coming down. She's done. She's sleeping. Anyway.
Waffles had opinions about.
Yeah, she's very particular. She will let us know if she doesn't like a guest. She'll meet you obviously when you come in, and then, like I've said, like with Gavin McGinnis was here, he created Vice. He's like I don't know how else to describe him. He's like a big, sassy, sort of canceled but not canceled guy. How sad that I don't even know how to describe him. He's pretty iconic. And so Waffles came down here like 15 minutes after the fact just to come and yell at him again. Like, I hate you. I just want to let you know I hate you.
Oh my gosh, Caden likes race play.
Caden, thank you for the super chat. A white like you can call me an N all day. That's adult content.
He likes race play. That's what he's trying to tell us.
I have never been with a brown, but even if I was, I don't think I'd be able to do that, because I'd be like, you must have some hidden camera, like hidden in a rock somewhere in the yard. Like, you're going to capture this. There's a camera in a teddy bear somewhere. This will come back to haunt me.
You know what's so crazy? It's funny that you mentioned that. I have a really big boundary about that as well, just because I, for my own reasons, feel like I don't feel like I have white privilege the way that, you know what I mean? So I don't like feel like very authentic in the role of like doing race play, but a lot of Black gentlemen see that for me, and it's not the first time I've been asked, but I don't always feel comfortable with this. One guy finally gave me enough money, or offered enough money, and it was the right situation. And I like was kind of like, okay, I kind of trust this guy. And I was like, listen, I'm really not comfortable with this. And like, just to make this clear, like, this is something you're asking for. Like,
and that's why they call it work.
This is something you want, right? But I will do this. And then I start setting up to do it because it's like on a live stream, and like I'm at my apartment, and this like really nice Black neighbor that I had was like walking by with his like new Labrador puppy. Oh, no. And it was just like the most like adorable.
Was it a black lab?
It was a black lab, and it was like an adorable puppy. And I was just like looking at him and imagining myself doing the race play and saying the N-word. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
And, then you said Black Labs matter.
And Black Labs matter. They do.
Wow.
So
how would I even work up, right, whatever enough money means? It would have to be like $50 or $60 for me to be more than that. How would I work up to that? I'd have to be like,
don't sell yourself short, Chrissie. I feel like you could get like 1,000.
Thank you. I think I have to pretend to be like a debt collector, you know, like when you have a hospital bill that you don't pay or something and it gets referred to like a debt collection agency.
I have a very specific scenario.
Yeah, that's the only way I could do it.
To be, okay?
And I'd have to lose my temper, be like, you haven't paid this effing bill, you effing N. I'd have to make it funny for me or something. Okay, we're getting off track.
We are.
So premium Snapchat led to my free cams.
No, my free cams was beginning, and then premium Snapchat was next. And then I was still kind of doing my free cams. Like, it was still kind of like I would check back in there.
Do you get paid from that?
Yes, but you are responsible for how you do it. Like, if you don't know how you're going to monetize, you can just go on there and not make any money and do the most. So if you're a
philanthropist, if you're like, I want to give back to the community, I want to.
Well, it can come in the form of like, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe if I just play with my vagina right now. Wait, am I allowed to say that?
Vagina, sure.
Vagina.
It's medical.
Vagina.
This is a medical show.
Maybe if I just play with my vagina right now, then people will see how amazing it is and they'll tip me money. And the answer is no, they won't. If you just take out your vagina, that the money doesn't just come out, right? So
that's crazy.
You have to actually, there is an art to planning out how you're going to actually construct your stream to make money in the first place and be profitable and like be a good use of your time. And there's an art to it. So yeah.
And you figured this all out yourself. Like you didn't have any kind of a mentor or like friend who went through it. And then you went from...
I had friends who like did it, but I couldn't really like replicate. It wasn't something that it's like I'm gonna replicate that person's situation.
Okay.
You know, like I really like, I've always loved YouTube.
It's not like bands where you can play a cover of another famous
some people play the fame game like that. Like you have Camila Araujo, whatever her name is, right? Who's
is
like,
is that a person? Camila Araujo?
I don't know how to say her name, but she's like one of the OnlyFans people that they talk about right now, right? Who like is like kind of in the same class of not the same class, like they don't do the same content, but they're in the same graduating class of OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like they're in the same year of OnlyFans is kind of how I look at it. And so she kind of came up being like, I'm a Katy Perry lookalike. And then a lot of people are like, oh, like Sophie Rain is also like a lookalike of a girl who did a Spider-Man porn and everyone thought it was Sophie Rain. So it's like there is kind of like this lookalike game that people do. And I'm not saying it like...
That's true, because you definitely notice when you see somebody really anywhere who looks a lot like Kim Kardashian, which I feel like so many people are trying to emulate her look now.
Right.
But when you find somebody that looks like her, you're like, oh, she's clearly going for that look. Or like Megan Fox.
Right. A lot of people are emulating a look, or they're trying to be like, oh, I'm like this person. And that's part of the reason why I'm so enjoying this next phase of my stuff, because I just like don't function on that level. Like I'm not really emulating anyone. Like I'll see pieces of content that speak to me or inspire me, but I'm constantly being like, what is my own version of this? Like, I don't really copy. I don't like the concept of copying trends just because I've been doing this for such a long time. It's not like I'm a nobody creator that doesn't have an established thing going on. Like I have actual stuff that I'm good at and like get known for. Like I dance professionally. I was just in a music video for Lucky Girls.
Wow.
I prepped for this music video. It was like a very complicated dance.
How do you prepare for a music video? Just learning the choreography?
Practicing over and over and over again. Like you're preparing for recital.
Yeah.
Wow. So I did that. I'm getting, I do my club hostings. I have written work. I work on screenplays and stuff. I have a job that a full-time job that's not it is creative, but it's kind of a different kind of creative.
And we'll definitely get back into that.
Get into that.
The last time I saw you, I think it was right before I got married, and I met you at me and Frank went to this, what was that club that you were at? And you were like,
yes!
We felt like such VIPs. You were like, come over like to where I'm at.
In Connecticut?
You think so?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we went to the gallery in Connecticut. Yeah. That was fun.
It was really fun.
Holler at the gallery. They're great.
I was like, oh, I feel special. And and that was the last time we went out.
Some real hospitality. I really like how they run that club. I haven't really been doing as many club hostings like that anymore. I've kind of shifted my focus. Like I really want to start being more of like a panelist or more of a person at events, even if it's just like, I don't like doing an appearance at events and kind of picking events where I want to be associated more and not just being like, oh, I'm monetizing on OnlyFans, so I have to go places to get people to look at my OnlyFans. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't really like that vibe.
You're very talented. You could do whatever you want, so you can be particular. Before we get into your new job, I want to know, so how did you get from the premium Snapchat to OnlyFans? Did it seem just like a very easy progression? Because I feel like I
was literally going live on my free cams. I had made a little stint back from premium Snapchat because I was like, okay, I don't really know what to do. Let's go back to the original like ground zero of where I found these people, right? And be like, what do you guys want to do? And there was somebody in the chat being like, you should go to OnlyFans. And looking back,
what year was this?
This was like probably 2017.
Okay, wow. So I forget that. I keep thinking like OnlyFans was created during the pandemic, but like
no. And what's crazy too is I've actually had like multiple accounts over the years that I've the account that I most recently had on OnlyFans is not the account that I started with. So it's been.
What happened to that account?
I had it's always the same shit. It's like I had bad management on there. They completely mishandled my image, or they were doing business that we didn't agree to. Like they're like, we're going to try to harvest your fans and send them somewhere else rather than actually work on your fans and try to make your account money.
Similar to what happened to...
It happened. This is the game right now.
what the heck's her name? Why am I blanking? We were just talking about her before we started. Violet Brandani. Yeah.
Yes.
Same thing, like lost
No, and I want to validate
huge account.
I want to validate Violet's story. You know, you guys, like, this stuff is kind of like, we don't want to ruin the experience for the audience by getting too deep in the discussion of the business and the management. But Violet's story is very valid and very true. And my story is very similar and parallel to hers. And part of the reason, so I just recently announced my official retirement from OnlyFans. I deleted my accounts.
Hit the applause.
Woo! I actually deleted my accounts on the 17th before they announced Leo's passing.
Oh, wow. That's not the applause button.
We're not applauding Leo's passing.
No, we are not. We're not applauding
we're not. But yeah, so it's kind of weird, the timing of everything. But really what it is I just realized that the owners of OnlyFans are actually funding a lot of these scamming agencies.
So let's get into this.
And it's actually just kind of like a predatory circle jerk of actually, here's the thing. It would be one thing if they were actually like good at stuff. But their main thing is like they're just good at convincing people, at defrauding people and making you say yes. And then they're not actually good at like doing what they promise. And so they're not really like, they're not going to offer anyone anything. They view people as Uber drivers, and then they're trying to like reclaim your pages afterwards. And in my specific situation, no one else grew my pages. Like, I grew my pages. I've invested some serious money into my Instagram, into all, you kind of have to, it's pay to play, right? Mm-hmm. And then people who are competitive with you or jealous of you, or you're just not on the same agenda as them and they decide that they're your adversary, will exploit the reporting system. And it's happened to me. I've had a better experience and feel more safe from that on Twitter /X.
Yeah.
But I feel like people at Meta are just really in on it, and so it's just, you know, whatever, they're just like turning a blind eye to the whole thing. But people are getting really predatory with the management companies and with reporting people, and it's a form of abuse. Like, it's not funny. It's not like, oh, this is social media, we're like, it's the Wild West. It's like, no, you're actually like a really predatory person, and we're now at the point where enough people know that you're gonna get found out as being a fraudulent idiot. And so I'm never going to join, like, you would have to pay me actual money up front, and probably
like $50 or $60, like we're talking
at least, right? To like ever join another platform like OnlyFans or even Subs. It's like the previous owners of OnlyFans are hitting people up like, no, come to Subs. And it's
never even heard of Subs.
You're never good. And then if no one joins Subs, they're just going to close it down and make another one. And
how did you first know? What was your first inkling that OnlyFans was predatory, and how did that make itself known to you?
I had been doing really well on OnlyFans when it was just me and an assistant that lived close to me who was a photographer that I shot with often and spent a lot of hours with. So it was like, hey, someone wants a custom. It's not hard. It's like, hey, by the way, someone wants a custom. I'm in the other room. I'm not like talking to someone in fucking London. You know what I mean? No, I'm talking to somebody right fucking there next to me, and I know exactly what's up, and we're in sync. And so things were going really well when I had the situation contained. And then the second that these big agencies started showing up, like the first one that really fucked me over was this agency called Creators Inc. It's like,
who are the big management firms for girls who do adult content?
I mean, so here's the big red flag, you guys. There's like hundreds of agencies, and every single one of them will be like, we're the biggest agency on OnlyFans. There's like,
that's like saying it's the best coffee in New York City or the best pizza. I'm not buying it.
And
I'm not falling for that again.
They will like either be like, we have this one client that makes $80,000 a month and we think we're cool because of that, or it's a straight up lie. Or they're like, we have 30 million gajillion clients, and that's why we think we're the biggest agency because we have the most bodies here.
Okay.
But it's not like, I kind of came to the realization where it's like, wow, there's so many agencies. I bet there's more creator business than there is actual fan business going on.
What does that mean?
Meaning, I think that the actual fans are like scared as fuck of OnlyFans.
Really?
And don't want to be on OnlyFans as much anymore. And now the bigger businesses get more people onto OnlyFans.
Why would they be scared of OnlyFans?
Because A, they're really creepy with your browser, and they will follow you from where you go on after that from OnlyFans, even if it's like your investment portfolio.
So like
they will watch you log it. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. They're watching your very sensitive banking information. If you navigate straight to your banking and after OnlyFans.
How did this
You
become?
can see it. I actually saw it. So I went to go close all my tabs. I'm like, that's really weird that like my Roth, like the company that I do my like that stuff with, that it says OnlyFans in the URL of it.
Wow.
Yeah, if you open your Apple, I'm sure it fucking says that. Like if you go through your like tabs, it's Wow. So there's that. Then there's also a lot of weird stuff. So I have been working for an AI company for the past 3 years. I kind of know. So after my interaction with Creators Inc., basically sold me a huge dream, get into my account. Things just aren't adding up. But honestly, like I really wanted it to work out. Like I'm just a creator doing business, and I'm honestly just trying to scale and get as big as I can. And that's like my priority. And that's what anyone's priority really is in this business.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel like that's like, I don't feel like it's something I should have to like defend.
You're all entrepreneurs and you're trying to just.
That's not something I should have to defend. And it's also really wrong of agencies to be like, hey, we're going to start like pinning you up against every talent that we have and deciding where you stand against that. Because it's like, hey, if you don't value this account, then don't take them on, right? If you're too busy with all of these other accounts that you're big leaguing people with, then don't take on new accounts,
it's
right?
Like they're trying to make people feel insecure.
They're just manipulating. They're just manipulating, and they can't actually execute or deliver anything that they say. And all they can do is onboard and invoice. And beyond that, they don't really know what the fuck they're doing. And they think that onboarding and invoicing you is a business. So
because they'd have to like, who knows you better than you to help you with your content, right? Like,
and honestly, that's not always for me in particular. Like I wasn't always Holly Treats. I came up during the Web 2 era of like building websites and building web apps for like every individual company out there, basically in my region, and throwing events for companies and stuff like that were all of our accounts, and just doing their social media marketing. And I had that background and then decided to become Holly Treats after that. So I have always kind of like known how to do this. Like I've gone viral as a tile page on Facebook.
Really?
Like before any of OnlyFans was real. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So like and got fired for it. Got fired for being too sexy because I posted myself sitting in a bathtub being like, come to Mimosa Tile, and it went viral and I got fired.
You worked at a tile place?
Yes, because I went to design school. So I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I just went to design school. I'm going to go get a job at this millwork
at this tile place, right? Like
at
the
showroom, right? And I'm like, okay, you're a social media person now. Make us go viral, get us sales, right? And I'm like, okay, what do I do? And I'm like, well, they don't post people. And then I'm like, maybe if I stand in the bathtub, and I was like fully clothed. It wasn't like sexy, right? Like I'm like wearing all black. Like I look like I look like a design school student, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, look at our amazing Italian, like Calcutta, whatever marble this fucking is, right? Yeah. And it went viral because that is what the algorithm of Facebook wanted at the time. They wanted tile. They wanted humans.
Oh, yes.
Actually. Yeah, they wanted humans and the tile, and it did super well. And then I got fired. And that's basically a lot of marketing people's stories. And then I went and became a stripper on My Free Cams.
What was that firing like at the tile store?
Oh my God, I was so mad. I still like don't like them.
How long did it take to go viral?
Pretty quickly.
Okay. And by people who don't know, like how many likes does that, or how many shares? How do you know? Like,
I mean, first of all, we're talking about something that happened like 15 years ago. Like, I don't even remember, but I just remembered being like,
blew up.
Hey, there's like hundreds of likes on here, and your usual shit gets like nothing. Yeah. So. And then you just gained like thousands of people. So like you're a tile company. You're literally a tile company. Like you're not that cool. Like
and the tiles are just booming. You're selling out of these Italian
you're not
granite.
That fucking cool. Like be grateful for what this is, dude.
Yeah, they should have been grateful. They should have promoted you, not fired you. So how did that firing go? They called you.
I have a funny story. When they first came out with Threads, 7-Eleven, whoever the admin of 7-Eleven is, was like kind of getting in trouble because he was being sexy at 7-Eleven. Like he was like being 7-Eleven daddy. And I think that he was like posting emotionally, almost like he's probably honestly someone's kid, and is like, they're like, don't be so sexy. And he's like, okay, I won't. But he's like being sexy. And I saw that he was like having trouble. I'm like, hey, this is like my story. Like I stood up for 7-Eleven. And so I know I'm not the only like hood rat social media admin out there that's just like, I'm 7-Eleven daddy, you know?
So you get called in your tile manager or tile CEO calls you in. And did you know what it was about? Did you know? I
knew they didn't like me. I was on the verge of quitting. The feeling, the disdain was mutual.
This is so crazy. But you probably got them a ton of business. But to show their appreciation, they call you and they go, Holly, we don't like that you posted a photo of yourself, even though they told you to like do your job and sell them
This
tiles.
kind of a thing happens all the time. But anyway, so long story. So anyway, I'm getting hit up. Let's fast forward to being on My Free Cams and how I got introduced to OnlyFans. So I'm on My Free Cam. Some people are like, you should go to OnlyFans. I was making a little bit of money, but I was having trouble scaling because it is really hard.
What do you mean by scaling?
Scaling meaning like getting past like $5,000 a month on my own.
Wow. I would literally, no, I wouldn't kill anybody, but that's pretty, I feel like that's already good money. But
I mean,
but if you feel like you should be making more for as much, you know, as many like followers you have, then yeah, you're like, I should be at this level when I have this much of a following.
well, it just gets really hard the more activities that you do and the more that you promote. It's like on the one hand, you have to get fans in the door and like knowing about you. And then you also have to have content that you sell them. And creating all that on a schedule, and then also if you're the one individually talking to people, and then you have your one-on-one video calls and your phone calls and your custom content, like it takes a lot of time. It's not like I'm like sorry guys, but you're not the only guy that I'm talking to.
This is like an 80-hour a week job. It sounds like
it could be. I mean, it's as many hours as you'll allow for it. But so anyway, I'm on OnlyFans. It's going well. I honestly made like a reliable like $10,000 to $15,000 for like years on there. And then I met this predatory management company that locked me out of the account and reported my Instagram for impersonation, even though it was verified, which created a huge, terrible string of events. It deactivated my Facebook that was associated with it with 56,000 followers.
Whoa.
And then I had to go through the recovery process, and I was never able to recover my Facebook, even though I recovered my Instagram. So that put a really bad taste in my mouth. I had a sneaking suspicion just based on how the whole recovery of the OnlyFans process went, because if you get locked out of your OnlyFans, it's a really big deal. Your ID is on there.
Wow.
So if someone does something illegal in your account, you might not go to jail, but like they're going to at least hassle you about and be like, okay, like what the fuck happened to your account? Like your ID is linked to this, right?
Yeah.
So guys, don't let people into verified accounts because they can commit crimes like under your identification and just drag you into a nightmare. Yeah. And so, so anyway, where was I going with that?
You were talking about how.
So yeah, so Creators Inc. fucked up the Instagram with the Facebook link. They fucked up the OnlyFans. They were going through my OnlyFans and soliciting other accounts while I was locked out. There were escorting pages that they were promoting. It was like insanity. It was like girls that were just naked, being like hot and lonely, blah blah blah. Like it's like I don't even know what I fucking saw.
That's not my brand.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's like insane. That's a lot. And so then I tried to get back in and tried to delete everything, tried to clean up the page. It's really hard to delete content on OnlyFans without third-party systems.
Really? You'd think, why would it be so difficult?
Because it's just honestly the shittiest site ever, and no one gives a fuck to maintain it. And they just they don't give a fuck. They get paid $20K to like not do anything.
Wow.
When it probably costs them like 5%, or they get paid 20% to do nothing, even though it probably like all in, it's like 3 to 5%.
They take 20% of your income.
Process the billing. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
It's probably like 3 to 5% to actually like process the billing. So OnlyFans is just like making a lot of money, and their goal is to just do as little possible.
They're just there to skim.
They're like, hey,
the platform.
Let's this is all for me, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and so that's all well and good. Whatever. A lot of business people are like that. Like I'm not. It's kind of like, I don't hate the guy who owns Uber, but I don't want to be an Uber driver, right? So it's like, and I wouldn't let the guy who owns Uber convince me to drive for Uber, right? So I kind of look at OnlyFans.
Because if someone throws up in your car, like it's gonna take more than $100 to get that smell out.
And honestly, they're kind of like, hey, if you die, like it just kind of feels like with the people at OnlyFans, if you were dead in the street, they'd like jump over your body and look at it and be like, cool, can we take her Instagram? How much money did she make?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, let's just give it to the next person. You know what I mean? Let's just continue this fucking pony show or whatever. And then it feels like they're kind of setting people up for that. They're trying, like, they're just not good people, right? These are not good people. So I don't think the business of content is going anywhere. I know that a lot of people feel really jazzed up and emotional about like, they're like in the cult of the people that they like on OnlyFans, right? I'm just a creator that honestly runs my own shit. And I don't care unless if you're Princess Peach, I don't give a fuck if you have more followers than me. Like if you're not going to give me your followers and give me money.
The actual Princess Peach? Or
yes,
is that
from Mario. And even with her,
Princess Peach,
I don't even wait for Princess Peach. There was way too long of a line to see Princess Peach the last time I went to Universal Studios, and I didn't even want to see Princess Peach. So no one is cool enough to like entice me. And it's like, I don't care if the owner of OnlyFans is like, oh, Karina Koff is with this agency, you should join. And then that agency tries to scam me. It's like, cool, is Karina Koff going to give me all of her money and her followers? No, go fuck yourself.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care.
Did you guys see that the guy who created OnlyFans just died?
He didn't. Okay, so here's a fact check.
What, CEO?
So Leo was just the owner. The creator of OnlyFans is a guy named Tim Stokely, who is one of the annoying people that probably funds shitty agencies. Right? Okay, so backstory, they all fund shitty agencies. This is not just like a unique Tim being evil. Like this is what they do, right? And they just don't care.
Because they use that to like,
because they're just trying to
talent.
They
like
see that there's a lot of agencies and they're like, hey, there's money there, whatever, right?
They
like,
go if they give money to an agency, they'll send their girls to OnlyFans.
They're like, hey, whether or not you fuck over our creators, we'll make money, right? We'll make money if you're good to them. We'll make money if you fuck them over. And if you are going to fuck them over, then maybe we'll be involved in the strategy, right? And we'll recycle their accounts. So these are the kinds of people that you're dealing with. If you've got anything to lose or any sort of talent and you're not an Uber driver, run and like do what Chrissie does. Like run your own, do what Violet does, do what Chrissie does.
And by that,
be Rihanna.
She doesn't mean drink while you're pregnant and not know you're pregnant for 7 weeks and keep having
be Rihanna. Rihanna isn't running around, or Rihanna isn't running around being like, I'm on OnlyFans.
People give her shit for having a postpartum body. They're basically like, oh, why hasn't she snapped back? I think she's had at least 3 kids, and she's just like, she's just being a mom. Like, I'm like, oh, good for you.
Or be like Emrata. Like, I don't think Emrata's ever going to join OnlyFans. I don't think Megan Fox, if they do, please, Emrata. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that Sydney Sweeney is even doing this OnlyFans AI thing.
Does? Oh, I didn't realize she was like,
I'm kind of sad that it's just beneath them. Like, it's literally Uber driving. They've sold everybody this fake dream. OnlyFans is a fraud and scamming machine, and it will be good for a little bit. And then it honestly, it's just not. Something will happen and it'll get fucked up.
Do you think the average girl who joins OnlyFans, like they look at these top creators? I don't even know who they are right now, but I guess it's Mia Khalifa. Here's where I really sound like a mom. I'm like, who's on the OnlyFans? Is it Mia Khalifa? Do you think the average girl joins thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make like $10,000 a month or something, or I don't even know what like the top.
I mean, they're like, oh, this one person made like says they made $525 million, even though like the math doesn't like add up, right? Like no one really knows, but based on how many agencies are going on, I don't think that the business is actually being a creator on OnlyFans. I think that the business is getting more creators on OnlyFans.
So if
you're a hot girl and your skill is knowing how to create content and not preying on your friends and making a bunch of fake friends to make them join OnlyFans, you're not going to do well on OnlyFans.
Wow.
Yeah.
People are making fake friends just to have them join. How does that go?
All the time.
What, like, you go to a club or something, or you go out and you go like,
no, it's like they'll be like, oh, I'm whatever star. I'm Mia Khalifa, right? Or I'm a girl who's like in Mia Khalifa's group, or I'm Bonnie. I'm whoever the fuck I'm claiming
Bonnie
to be.
Blue,
right?
I know her.
Right? Like I mean, Bonnie Blue's not really trying to do this, but the Bop House people really are.
Bop House?
Yeah, the Bop House people.
What's the Bop House?
The Bop House is like all the Sophie Rain people.
Do you know who Sophie Rain is, Matt? Don't lie to me.
I know what the Bop House is. Yeah.
They're like they're the same graduating class of OnlyFans as Bonnie Blue.
Okay.
They're in the same like year, they're in the same like timeline as Bonnie Blue.
Okay.
Because that's kind of how I look at this stuff. People have their like eras on these sites, right? Like 5 years ago, there were totally different faces that were the tops of OnlyFans. And in 5 years, there will be more different. There's like new faces every year or 2 years,
so you
right?
only really have a few years. If you're on top, you only have a few years to really like.
On that
make your
platform,
mark.
maybe, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It just, you're never nothing is infinite growth, right?
Right.
You're going to have an era and that like nothing just goes up forever. What comes up must come down. And it's not that you're not going to be successful and like life's going to be over after that. You might just find success on another platform. It's just there's going to be a little bit of an adjustment to that new thing. But as a creator, that's why you don't want to be too married to like, I'm OnlyFans Holly Treats, or I'm like, people will like name themselves OnlyFans, right? On their handle. And it's like, okay, so you're literally like not
Maybe
like a
it's
real
like
creator.
They feel like
You know
they
what I
like,
mean?
like if I'm really loyal to them, I
yes,
will
that
do
is what
better.
they think. That is what they think.
Like, oh, maybe they just quit their job at the bank. They're like, I have to work for someone. I have to be like,
And listen, like a lot of people, like it's like an act of desperation that gets people into this business, right? And then they stay because they do well. I think a lot of the people that I know that have done the best, like you don't just like come to the adult industry because everything's going great. Like it's not, oh, I'm bored and it's COVID and everyone says to join OnlyFans, so now I'm going to join. No,
Thank you for
we
saying
join
that.
this industry because you need money. You're leaving an abusive husband and you need to make money on the side, or you're family abused you and you're 18 and you're trying to leave and you can't leave. Like it's like, yes, it is really sad. And that's why you guys need to have on Twitter, especially people out, need to have a little bit more compassion for these people. We're not trying to get your daughters to join OnlyFans. We're not trying to get your little cousin to join the sex work industry. Like this is for people that really fucking need it. And it's good to people that really fucking need it, but it's not the best option. Go to college, get a job, graduate high school.
right.
Like,
But then you need to be able to lay out money to go to college. So for someone who's in a situation, it's literally it's like, it is kind of easy
Yes.
money for a few years to get you out of
I
a
wouldn't
jam.
say it's easy. It's not easy.
It's a full-time job.
It's a full-time job, but the barrier to entry is very minimal.
Yeah.
Like anyone can get in. That it doesn't mean that it's easy, but anyone can get in. So
It's like skiing versus snowboarding, right? They say like, wait, how does it go? Skiing is easier to start, but it's harder to get good at, whereas snowboarding is harder at the beginning, but easier to get really good at. Somebody in the chat will have to correct me on this.
yeah.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's probably the management companies that are predatory. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Do you feel like individual girls on OnlyFans or these like adult sites are predatory towards other girls? I never got the sense that was what people
Women
thought.
are always the one that recruit in sex work. Like they
we know
always send
Ghislaine,
women
right?
because women will disarm a lot of other women. Now, then you run across girls like me who it's like, hey, I've been like preyed upon by a lot of women. So I actually don't really trust women at this point.
How so?
I mean, I trust women like as my friends, but if a woman was like, join this agency because I have a lot of followers and it's going well for me, I wouldn't believe them. Like, I'd be like, you're probably lying to me. If it, you know what I mean? If it's like, I don't know. And I think that that's just kind of the era we're in too. People abuse the internet. You know what I mean? I think that we abused outreach. I think we abused management. I think we abused like a lot of people. And I just don't believe what people tell me anymore. And I'm sure fans feel that way. I'm sure other creators feel that way. We're just like, hey, if I haven't met you in my real life and we haven't like established a real life relationship and we don't have like things in common, like I don't just want to like do business with you.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not
I think we're past
willy-nilly.
that.
It's a business choice. Like that's
Yeah, I think we're past the era of like, hey, it's kind of cool that I can be your pen pal from another country. Maybe let's do business. No, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah.
Do you think I'm happy to hear that you're out of OnlyFans. I mean, mainly because it's not that you're like giving up adult content like per se all the way, but you just realize like that's you've kind of like made it in a sense. Like that's the dream, to not need a company, to not need anybody hanging over you or managing you, is to be like, I am the brand, I am the business, people are my viewers, fans, community, like they're here for me. So it doesn't really matter where I go or what platform I'm on, or like, you know, start your own website. That's the dream for anybody in any industry creatively, like music, comedy, podcasting, right? So it's really awesome that you've gotten to that point.
I think as a creator too, like we all really come to realize like what your business is. Like I attract a lot of attention and I consistently get a lot of people to look at me and follow me and get interested in connecting with me. And I do that just fine on social media. And I need to be really careful about like what sites I promote, because it's kind of like, hey, my ideal situation is just to leave my followers on the social media sites and just kind of keep my scope as limited as possible and not just jump from site to site trying to monetize. Like, I wish Twitter could had features that I could get tips and do that whole thing.
Did have tipping on Twitter.
I don't know. I need to look more into it, because I really feel like I would prefer to just move my business onto Twitter and have that be my OnlyFans.
I know there is a subscribe. There might be a.
I think you can collect subscriptions, but I don't think they have like PPVs or like any bill per minute or any sort of the features that OnlyFans has, where you can just like get tips in a chat or like mass message people messages that they can unlock. And I think it would be really cool if they could do that. But in the meantime, I would literally just make a subscription Twitter that was just all like, all naked.
There's a lot of conversation around people really wanting Elon to ban all types of porn on Twitter. Like there's a strong argument for that. But I think making it like almost like a separate division, like a separate.
I think like I would make a separate page, like not my one that I'm typically on. Like I would make a after dark page, you know what I mean? Just that way anyone who doesn't want to see it, like it'll be an 18 and over page, and it'll be harder to like get into, probably subscription. You know what I mean? And just not like the people that want to find it can find it, and just not bother the other people. Like I felt overwhelmed by all the porn that gets shoved down my throat on Twitter, even though I'm in the business.
Yeah,
like,
me too. I've had to unsubscribe from people that like just girls I've had on different shows over the years, and I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I just like I want to see less of it. Maybe it's getting old. Maybe it's being a mom, but I just like unless I'm good friends with somebody.
All of the Jeffrey Epstein stuff too, I think is really making everyone feel kind of weird about how just absurd sex has gotten. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's just like no class to sex anymore. There's no, like, people just have no class in it, no decorum. Like there's we have it in us to be chivalrous and to be ladylike and to have culture and to kind of like keep our dirty little secrets to the appropriate locations.
Yeah.
But we're training people to not, and to like talk in, like, I notice this when I go out to dinner with certain people who are like way too deep into the OnlyFans life. They're like completely not conscious about like being at a nice restaurant. There's people around you and they're just openly talking about the kind of sex that they're having for OnlyFans.
Wow.
And it's like, this is embarrassing, you guys. Like, and then they're like, I have free speech. And it's like, yeah, but you look like a fucking idiot. Like you're not earning anything.
Wait till the entrees.
Your free speech isn't earning you any points right now. You know, you look like really
have
stupid.
Decorum.
Yeah.
Like, are there families around? Yeah, just like look around. It's like,
yeah,
it's main character syndrome. It's just like,
is that main character syndrome?
Or like living in a bubble, or not caring, or like all the above, or like, because sometimes comedians get like that, but again, they're not talking about anything scandalous. But where was I before? I was going to talk about, do you think okay, so do you think that OnlyFans contributes to sort of like marriages falling apart, or like what's your stance on the effect of like porn or OnlyFans on relationships? Like, do you think, like, I'm not for like shutting these things down, because I think people should be able to like do what they want and like enjoy, but at the same time, like, yeah, it should be up to like the individual couple and like to decide like what, I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts on it, because maybe it's like my algorithm. I'm getting a lot of like red pill stuff in my algorithm.
I mean, I think that the red pills have like a voice that they're legitimately like wanting to share. My whole view of it is that people do vices when they're unhappy with their real lives and want to change their reality. And a lot of people are in really shitty marriages and are really not engaged with their partners, and they're lying to everybody about it, and it's showing in how interested in porn they are. Or you have a lot of people that like really have connection issues or intimacy issues, and they're getting addicted to porn, and it's like, yeah, you like have intimacy issues
because it's low risk really in that way. Like you're not, you don't have to really put yourself
like,
out there. Like you just,
so it's like, I don't think it's like turning good people bad. I think it's just like making people that already have problems like worse.
An easy outlet. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people do genuinely have problems. And so granted, I don't think it should just, I think what the problem is with having so much of it on social media is it normalizes it so much to young people that it makes them think that it's like, they're like, young boys feel entitled to like get porn style sex.
What do you mean by young? Like
teenagers who shouldn't even be having sex.
Yeah.
Literally are watching porn and like mad that girls their own age in high school aren't having sex like they have choreographed in the porn. And it's like, A, you guys shouldn't be having sex, and B, the sex that you watch that you want to have isn't even real.
Look,
you know what I mean?
all just got out of middle school.
Isn't even real.
You just got out of middle school. Don't expect your high school girlfriend to be faking O's for you.
And then you have these young girls where it's like they have their little high school crush, and he has this crush on Lana Rhoades, and then this little high school girl is like, well, maybe if I do what Lana Rhoades does, then he'll love me. Right. And that's the sad part about this stuff that and I don't think Lana Rhoades like means to have that effect on people. I don't think any like adult worker like means to have that effect on people, but that is the sad truth of what is happening. Right.
It is exactly what just like Playboy or Hustler of the magazines. Like
it happens to me too.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally in this world with these people. Like I've made adult content. I don't have a problem with making adult content. And then they're being like, why don't you do this 50-person gangbang like this other creator? And it's like, so it's like at every level, they're like, why aren't you disgracing yourself more?
Wow.
You know, and it's like, and then they're like, oh, and now they're famous. Now look at how much everybody wants to hang out with Bonnie Blue. And then these young girls are like, okay, I guess it's time to sell my soul. Today is the day.
Yeah, I guess I have to make my butthole like a community bus now.
Today is the day that I'm gonna sell my soul because Sophie Rain told me to. Like,
Because,
sad
like,
violin.
When
like
we were growing up. Well, God, I'm much older than you, but like it was. You know, there'd be like a magazine in the woods or something, or under a bed, or like you grabbed your dad's Hustler or something. But it's like now there's no more Hustler. There's just like unlimited adult content on your phone, which most teenage boys have. Like, unfortunately, that's where they're at. And it's just, I always would think like, oh, they're being exposed to, you know, content before they're mature enough or ready to see it. But I never thought of the aspect that you mentioned, which is like, if they are dating another girl in high school, what the expectations are on those high school girls, and how most high school girls probably like wouldn't occur, like maybe they're not like looking at adult content, but they go, oh
no. I mean, for me, I was looking at adult content in middle school. Like I was looking at Playboys and like, you know, Hustlers and Penthouses and like the whole shebang in probably middle school. And then probably like discovered porn in middle school, right? Like my like old school whitehouse.com. It was whitehouse.com. It was the first one that we all discovered.
Did it have anything to do with the White House in DC?
It was literally, I think it was like water sports. Like I think it was people pissing.
Wow.
Yeah. It was completely unreal.
Ever since then, I knew the importance of staying hydrated.
No, but it was something like they made us do a school report on the White House, and then everybody found it. And it was literally, honestly, like that should go in some marketing textbook of like, this is how marketing works, you guys.
No,
yeah. And
really, it's your teacher's fault.
Yeah, that was crazy. So it's honestly, I blame the president. I blame our founding fathers. But so yeah, I just like, it's not that it was like a mystery then, but porn was so much less normalized back then that we all knew it's like, hey, if you decide to do porn, you're making a big decision. And it's not necessarily you're a bad person, but you are making a decision when you do porn. Mm-hmm. And I think that what the travesty of OnlyFans is, it's so like, oh, it's just social media. It's just social media. And it's like, no, this isn't just social media though.
And we all
people are literally getting pregnant, getting married, and getting into abusive relationships and staying for OnlyFans. Like this is, and then there's.
What do you mean?
Oh, you don't know? No one told you?
Nobody told you. What do you mean getting into abusive relationships because of OnlyFans?
Literally, so they have a partner to have a stunt dick.
Wow.
I need a content partner. Yeah, that's what that shit is. I feel like I'm in crazy land.
Wow. So they'll stay with somebody who is abusive just because they're like,
They'll like tell themselves this story, like, you know what, I'm actually really ready to like be with this person. I've only met them. I've only known them for like a couple months, but like I can tell that they're just the person that I want to start this journey on OnlyFans
because
with.
when you have sex with somebody, your body releases all kinds of hormones to
like
make you
falling
connected.
into myself.
Oh yeah, sorry. The couch is going to suck you in. They're from Raymore and Flanagan.
Yeah. No, it's really insane. So honestly, Kim Kardashian is doing the same thing, right? Like I'm not gonna like Kim Kardashian is on the same program. So I'm sure that's what people are emulating. But I think that we've gotten really like people, it's really, I feel crazy when I'm talking to OnlyFans people and I don't feel like I get good results. I mean, Violet's a completely different scenario. Like
She is. She
yeah,
really
she's not, I don't
not
describe,
a typical.
she is Violet. She's
Yeah.
not an OnlyFans person.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the distinction. If you are an individual creator, it doesn't matter like what platforms you've been on. It doesn't matter what clubs you host. If you hosted a shitty club, right? Like it doesn't matter. You're not the owner of that shitty club, right? But it's like, everyone just needs to be really protective of their brands and be really protective of themselves. And you unfortunately, like, even though these people who own these companies do have a lot of money, they're just not necessarily good people, or they're not good business people to you. You know what I mean? Just because they might have been good business people at doing OnlyFans doesn't mean they're going to be good to you. And I think that that's something that everyone has to like wisen up to.
What are a couple of red flags? I don't even know.
They'll try to get you to move really fast, or they'll make you feel like there's some sense of urgency
To what, join with a
to do whatever
agency?
they're trying to get you to do.
Okay, like what you have to decide by next week.
Limited time offer. We're not accepting everybody. Da, da, da. So if you know, then we're not going to accept you. Like you know,
you urgency,
or
yeah.
oh, we also talked to this creator who has more followers than you over here, so just feel insecure about that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, make sure to feel insecure about that. You know, yeah, they'll just.
Be fair to be insecure and feel competitive and add that into the mix. In case you weren't feeling insecure enough, you know, because you joined OnlyFans.
By the way, I know we're talking about like taking off your clothes and having sex with strangers, and like there's an entire circus of people that we want you to have sex with for potentially no money, but like just, you know, just be chill.
Wow.
That's like kind of the vibe of what OnlyFans
Just
is.
be okay with literally anything.
Oh, you're complaining? You're not liking it? Well, it's going great for everybody else. It's going great for Karina Koff over here at this agency. Why aren't you happy? It's like, well, maybe you're maybe you're harvesting my fans and giving them to these people, dude. Like literally.
So OnlyFans takes 20%, and then these agencies, what do they charge?
They'll take anywhere from like 20 to 50 to whatever they think they can get from you, right? Like, and they're literally, by the way, it's not a real number. Like it's not
changes
like,
for everyone.
It's just like not based on a real thing. They're deciding, I guess 50%. That sounds right. Like it's like they pull
it out of their ass.
They're pulling this out of their ass. Yeah, they literally only know how to onboard you and invoice you. And beyond that,
what is the onboarding like?
Fill out this questionnaire, give us content, give us your login credentials to your accounts that we're talking about managing. Yeah.
What do they do as managers?
They talk to people, they organize your content, they take orders for your custom videos and make sure you do them, or they're supposed to. They'll set up calls for you. They'll tell you when, you know, for me, if it's like whale fans, like if it's like fans that are really high spenders or they're real VIPs, I know them on my own, right? Like I know I have too close of a relationship with them to like be able to like just be like, I don't know what's going on.
How many whales do you have?
Oh, I can't even like quantify. My entire game is getting it's like I'm a luxury creator. Like if I was going to open a store, it would be a luxury store. And so I consider all of my fans to be VIPs, and I look at them more as clients instead of fans. Like it's like, hey, this person expects some kind of experience,
like a Birkin bag.
Some kind of value from this experience. Even if they're submissive, right? They still want to feel like they're submissive of something that matters. You know what I mean? Like, and not a submissive of a random thing that isn't actually based on what they think it is. And so
more than 50?
Yeah.
More than 100?
Yeah, I probably have like, I feel like there's a solid 250 people forever, right?
Wow.
That are high spenders. And then I've had 2,000 people on my OnlyFans at one given time, like 2,000 paid subscribers.
How do you figure out what to charge per month, I guess, on your OnlyFans?
Per month, it really, it depends. I try to be similar to Netflix and similar to all of that stuff. Just because I don't want to, honestly, I'm offering more premium content than them, right?
Than Netflix.
Like you're not going to see this kind of content on that stuff. But I'm also sensitive to the fact that people are doing other things and have lives. And it's kind of like, hey, I don't want this to and for me, all it really is like, hey, I want to see if you're willing to spend any money to walk through this door. So I don't care about getting like I'm not trying to get $60 from you to walk through the door. I just want to see if you will spend money to walk through the door. And you and I have more respect because of that. You know what I mean?
It's true. When I used to run a free comedy show, the people did not respect the show. They would leave in the middle. And I was like, what? These are people from Comedy Central.
Free trial people, freebie people, and discount people. So when I was in the marketing world before OnlyFans and we were dealing with brick and mortar businesses, we would run specials on Groupon and we would have the same shit. And everybody hated the Groupon customers for a very similar reason. You know what I mean? As people hate the free trial customers or the free
people who take too many free samples at Sam's and Costco. I see you.
They fancy their opinion to be more important than it is. And they're like, oh, well, I don't know. And they feel very entitled.
Yeah.
And they're doing less to get in and they know that they're doing less to get in. So they're like, oh, well, I have more power now. So it's shitty to do that. So OnlyFans has turned into that.
Wow. A bunch of free sample people. Okay, cool. Interesting. Are there moms? I'm not thinking of this, but at all. But are there moms on OnlyFans? Are you looking at the chat?
10K paid subscribers. No, I mean, dude, it's really like ongoing every month, having like solid 2,000 follow you everywhere. No, I'm just reading the comments. Richard Schiffman has opinions.
Richard,
in his mind.
2,000 paid subscribers ain't shit, actually. For OF, she could get like 10K paid subscribers easily. Richard, are you some sort of OnlyFans executive in the chat?
Not. No, and honestly,
chat, you cheap bastard.
Richard, I wouldn't give that many people to OnlyFans unless if they paid me. Like at this point, that's why we deactivated OnlyFans, because if you're going to be generating that many people, you can actually get paid more by just having a normal job and getting commission at your normal job than OnlyFans. So
okay, good. Let me see. Caden. Oh, we did the Caden one.
So Viking is asking about, do I answer OF messages myself? I answer OF messages myself when fans are spending a certain amount of money. It's not always me on the free page, you guys. Like if you're just messaging the free page and being like, talk to me, mommy. No, I'm not gonna like respond.
I did text you that earlier, Holly. I said, talk to me, mommy. And you didn't write back, and now I know why.
Yeah, but honestly, I have been talking to fans myself for a really long time. So if you approach me like you're serious about being on my roster, I do respond myself and I do skim for those messages looking for people that seem to be talking seriously. But unfortunately, you cannot actually contact me on OnlyFans anymore because I deactivated my profiles. Holla! What do I think about creators that use third-party chatters? I don't honestly. I think that for really cheap fans, I don't think you deserve to actually talk to the creator.
What do you mean by really cheap?
If you're spending less than $100 a month, no, I don't think you should feel entitled to talk to anyone but an assistant.
Their time.
Yeah, like no, this isn't fantasy magic land where girls want to date you from the internet. So, but I do feel like if a fan is spending a significant amount of money and the creator doesn't even know who he is, that's where it gets fucked up. I think like I know every guy who's ever purchased custom content for me, gotten a dick rating, like has ever done anything outside of just hit the subscribe button.
Right.
If you just hit the subscribe button and you maybe buy one piece of content and we don't really interact, I don't know who you are.
You're forgettable.
You're very forgettable.
I was about to mention, speaking of people who spend money.
Raider, what a good guy. Raider, I could take my top off for you right now, Raider.
God,
we love you.
We are on YouTube.
I wish I could show you, but not right now.
Raider's the best. I just saw him in at the MegaCon meetup in Florida, in Orlando. Thank you, Raider, for the 5576.
Thank you, Raider.
Just setting a good example of what to do. And he doesn't even write a comment. He just drops a random. Sometimes he drops a random amount of money, and I sit all night thinking, what did that amount mean? What does this 5576
It means he wants you, girl.
No,
It means he wants.
He's a
he
good
wants
guy.
it.
He's a good guy. He's just wake the baby. Yeah, if we get $100, I will wake the baby, and I'll bring him.
No, he's in dreamland right now. Don't disturb
Oh,
him.
Holly met the bean before the
I
show.
did.
What did you think?
He's awesome. He's so cool.
He really liked you, and he doesn't like everybody. He doesn't even sometimes stay awake for most guests, and like. He wanted to come downstairs and see other Matt, and then he was kind of hiding in the corner. I'm like, oh, he's being shy because he likes
Well, he could tell that there was a big event underway. He could tell that there were things were happening. Yes,
It's true. He does. He knows. and I had to tell him like, oh, like you're gonna meet mommy's friend, because he was still awake and like bouncing around. I'm like, all right, you're gonna meet mommy's friend, and he hung out for a little bit and tried to tip over a camera. I'm like, all right, it's time for you to go to daddy now and say bye-bye. He goes, bye-bye.
he's
And then
cute.
he said, say goodbye to other Matt. Bye-bye. And I feel like if I explain to him, like,
Oh, thank you, JC. That's
I'm working for a couple hours, I'll see you later. Like, I think he does understand, because I used to just like sneak away and he'd get upset and be like, you disappeared, you bitch.
I feel like I'm falling into your couch.
Yeah, well, you're sitting like in the middle of it, and your phone looks like a calculator, but it's just one of those.
It's like an octopus phone.
We spilled like a bunch of water all over my equipment just before the show started, because I gotta tighten this microphone. Matt, remind me to tighten this here microphone.
This here microphone.
This is so interesting. Okay. We talked about your whales. We talked about, wow. I knew that OnlyFans sucked, but it's very interesting to hear from somebody who's been on the inside.
Well, and it really sucks because after, I was like excited to like network with the owners. And it's like when you have a little bit of success on these sites, like you feel like motivated and excited to create for them more. And then when things that are fucked up start happening and you start realizing like what it really is, it's kind of like, wow, like I guess really don't meet your heroes. You know what I mean? Like I wish it makes me feel like I wasted a lot of time on these sites, and I didn't, because I built a lot of things from my experience from it. But it's definitely like a dark rabbit hole that people go down. You're not going to just hop on there and good things are going to happen. And it's not sustainable. You know what I mean? You're not building a long-term investment when you build an OnlyFans account. Like,
why? Because they can just take it from you?
Yeah,
really?
it doesn't belong to you. It can be completely corrupted at any moment. It's not a secure thing. Your Instagram pages don't belong to you. You know,
Wow.
I mean, actually the meta verified pages do, but still, like the whole thing, it's just not really in your control. It's not a tangible asset.
Borrowing the platform.
You're
essentially.
borrowing the platform, and they can really do whatever the fuck they want on their end to ruin your business, and they will. And it's like we talk about like cybersecurity and transparency and stuff. It's like when you know the people who own the platforms that you're using, it gets kind of weird. And it's like, yeah, I know I'm like uploading like nude content. Like it's not even like, I don't even like think about that side of it at this point anymore. It's like,
Right.
whatever, like my shit's
You
on
don't
your
think
site,
about
right?
like who's looking at it,
But
other
it's
than
more
your
like, hey, are
fans.
you going to try to like ruin my business? You know what I mean? Are you going to try to like waste my time?
Yeah.
And ruin my reputation? Like, I don't give a fuck that you're looking at me naked, if you even have. I don't even think you do. Maybe you probably see so much content. You're a sociopath. Maybe they're gay, right? You know what I mean? Like maybe the owners are literally gay from all the content that they watch, right? Like,
You think content can make someone gay?
oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Tell me about
they're talking to fans all the time, and a lot of them are like selling content. So a lot of straight men have to go into this like gay mentality.
Wait, what? Hold on. So a straight man is working for OnlyFans. How?
Like straight men who manage accounts for OnlyFans girls.
They have to right? Like will kind of emulate. They have to respond
I
like
think
a
they just
girl
go
would.
into like a very gay mindset. Yeah.
Wow. And you think so? That's definitely a nurture versus nature argument then.
I mean, we're talking about something that's like not a naturally occurring thing. It's a very capital driven business. Like this is not, it's like being like, oh, like should drug dealers be more responsible? It's like drug dealers are never going to be more responsible.
Because they're drug dealers.
They're drug dealers, right? And so that's kind of, I don't have any expectations. I don't like hate the owners for what they do, but I just don't. It's like, cool, I can respect you for what you do from like, as long as we don't do businessman, you can go and scam as many people as you want. There's a lot of immigration scamming that happens at these agencies. Like I've been personally asked by Creators Inc. to write letters of recommendation for Canadian people that were trying to immigrate to America and act like I've worked with them and it's a real job.
Whoa.
Yeah. For this one like Persian girl named Ara Queen Bee or whatever. Like she's like, can you write me a letter? Like I like barely knew this girl. And she's like, can you write me a letter of recommendation? I'm immigrating from Canada. And there's so many people that are just like committing immigration fraud.
Like, wow, so-and-so has great nipples. Like what would that letter of recommendation even look like?
It's like make it sound professional. It's like literally it's insane.
Okay. Wow. I'm finding some, like, you can really find similarities across all these platforms. You know, there's like
just a lot of labor trafficking. Like it's not like they're like holding us hostage in a hotel room being like, have sex with this guy. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's like not the nature of the human trafficking that's happening. But what is the nature of the human trafficking that's happening is they're going to creators that are thinking, hey, the business is that you go on here and you sell your content. We take 20% and you get 80%. By the way, join this agency. Otherwise, you're never going to go anywhere. And when you join this agency, you'll be one of the girls that makes $500 million too. So you join the agency. Wow. They don't actually do anything but rob your time. They take your accounts. They make you have sex with a bunch of trending people on OnlyFans to sell the content. Well, they don't make you, but they
make it sound like
they make it seem like it's going to be a good idea and you should just do what they're going to say.
Wow.
And you consent to it, but it's not doing anything because they're really just dangling carrots in front of you.
Basically,
they're dangling a carrot in front of you and the carrot is not really
they're
there.
your pimp.
But they're not even like, you're not even getting paid. Like it's like literally labor trafficking, or they're having you perform in shows that aren't even naked and you're just not getting paid. And they're making promises like you are going to get paid and you're not. And it's not like an accident that you're not getting paid. They know you're not going to get paid. So they're just dangling a carrot. And that's why it's human trafficking, because they know you're not going to get paid. They just know that they have to make a promise that's not going to happen the way that they're saying.
So they think, oh, we'll just send you a check.
And then we're going to get a bunch of people to make this network look like it's busy. And we're going to pay as little people as possible. And we're going to make sure that maybe our 5 friends make money.
Wow.
And everyone else gets scammed. And then we're going to...
And OnlyFans, financially backs these agencies.
Yes.
Because they go, well, it's just more business for us.
Like, hey, we might as well make money at every end of this scam. You know what I mean? Like,
the front end, the back end.
Yeah, we might as well be in on the scam. Yeah. Wow. We might as well run the scam.
How long did it take you to realize this?
10 years. Yeah.
Wow.
It took me a really long time. And it took me, and honestly, it took me running into repeat people and being like, okay, I'm not crazy.
Repeat content creators or
repeat scammy agencies and being like, I recognize this shitty behavior, and then just kind of realizing like, okay, this is like not me at this point. This is like, you guys are shitty people and this is stupid now.
So it's like these, not that I would say OnlyFans is good for anybody, but
I get my vampire vein pops so hard when I think about this stuff. Anyway,
vampire vein.
I have this vampire vein that pops when I'm like, "Rah!" But I hate this situation. It makes me so mad.
I would say, like, not that I would encourage anyone to be on OnlyFans, but I can see how for women in bad situations, if they use it as a temporary way to like make money and get out of a bed, I can understand that. Like, I think anybody can understand that kind of a scenario, but they make it so that it's hard to leave probably. And once you're like, oh, I made this X amount of dollars here, what am I going to go just like be an administrative assistant now? And I don't know, but I feel like you're a rare example of somebody who went from OnlyFans to like the corporate world. So tell me about how you got this job at this AI company.
Oh my God, they're so funny. Oh, I love you guys. You're really nice in the comments.
Mister's the best.
Oh, wait, what were you gonna say?
How you got this job at the AI company?
I have friends in Austin, Texas, and I've been somewhat in the tech community as a business developer, marketer, or in the kind of marketing side of tech and dealing with engineers for years. And so I just kind of had friends and put my feelers out there. And I was like, hey, I'm really sick of being talent. I feel like I'm really getting like used and abused, but I know the business really well. And I have a lot of like transferable skills that I would like to put to use. And so I got connected with someone in Texas who was building an OnlyFans management software. It's basically a CRM that's powered by AI that's designed to help you maximize and optimize your OnlyFans sales. And so I did business development for them for 3 years. And I also did data training for the AI and got super, got even more trained than I was before in that stuff, and got really familiar with where we're at today with AI and kind of how to incorporate AI into my professional and personal life. And so now I'm really interested in exploring that even more and expanding my knowledge more. I want to continue working in the tech space.
What are your thoughts about like the future of AI? Do you feel like it could be used for good, or are you worried about it like spiraling out of control? Because I know a lot of folks, like a lot of actors in Hollywood are so worried that like they're just going to be made kind of like not illiterate, but like irrelevant because of AI.
So I would like to start out by saying that there is a neutralizing effect that happens when things expand out of control. Kind of like what happened, like there's a swinging pendulum in the universe, right? And we're on the pendulum is swinging in the direction of AI. And I do think that we will go through a period of excess. You know what I mean? Where there's an excessive amount of AI and there's a lot of problems that happen from too much AI and not enough people. Something that I see a lot happening, and this is especially in the Gen Z community that's joining the workplace, especially with these kids that are running these agencies where they only know how to onboard and do invoicing. When you're overly reliant on AI, you are checked out of your business on a certain level.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
It's a level of I'm taking my hands off the wheel, and it's something about my business that I'm not paying attention to because I am now relying on something else that I am very confident in, perhaps too confident in, to take over this thing for me.
Like if instead of doing your actual own research, you just use AI to answer your own questions.
And then people are forgetting about it and setting it and literally forgetting it, and it spirals out of control and clients aren't happy and things are getting missed or notifications aren't going out and you're just not paying attention because you're a little bit too reliant on AI, or you're just, okay, the AI is taking care of it. I'm going to go like plan my honeymoon now, or I'm going to go get drunk with my friends or whatever. And it's like this new generation of workers is just a little bit too kind. And I'm not saying it's every single one. There's probably some really responsible ones out there, but just if you are, there's an entire generation of irresponsible AI users in the professional workplace that don't really have the skill set of before the internet to have the pressure of like, I need to do my job the right way. And I can't just blame AI for lack, and I can't just like they've gotten their job, like they've used Cliff Notes in a sense for my olds in the chat. Yeah. Right.
Like
or they're just blaming AI. They're like, well, ChatGPT said that this was good. And it's like, yeah, but it's not good. And you're not using your brain enough. So you're not, I can hire ChatGPT for less money than you, or ChatGPT for less money than you. So if you're blaming your assistant ChatGPT, then I can literally employ myself, get the fuck out. I don't want to pay your salary. You know what I mean? Like the work is just as shitty.
Right. What's the what is the robot? What is the point of you working here if you're just going to use AI?
The work is just as shitty and you're not showing up. I don't know what to tell you. Don't feel entitled, right?
And AI doesn't have to like shower. AI doesn't show up late to work.
But I do think that there will be a neutralizing effect. I think that dealing with a human will become a premium service. And I'm very excited for the day that customers come to expect that human interaction just is a more premium service. But I think we're in the period right now where people are still confused about where we're going with AI. And so they're confusing AI service and human service as the same thing. And they're going to go through an adjustment period where then they just come to terms with the fact that it's not. And then the pendulum's going to swing in the other direction where people are like, wow, I wish I was a rich person and I could talk to another human, but I'm poor and I have to talk to a robot now. And that's going to be what the experience we're dealing with.
Let's see. Is AI going to be in control of AI, or are humans going to be in control of it?
Humans are in control of AI. It's
you don't think we're going to have like a Terminator situation where
I think if we do, it's completely planned and someone told it to do that.
Okay.
Like, I don't think we're just going to have sentient robots running around being like, oh my God, my system told me this was the best thing to do and no human was involved. I just came to this on my own. Like, no. A human, like, because also you have to, like, when you're training data, like, it's almost like God created people in his image. Humans are creating AI in our image, right? Like, we are teaching the computer what to think and what to believe.
Right.
So anything that goes wrong along the way, and granted, the computers hallucinate, you know, there's hallucination where it just starts like making things up and it like has its own thing, but it's not as, wait, what is this person?
Oh,
what are your thoughts on Apple implementing digital ID and the new OS update? What is the deal with the... On Apple
implementing digital ID on the new OS update in the UK.
What is the new OS update in the UK?
I don't know.
That sounds very interesting, but honestly, I've had a really bad experience with people from the UK. It's weird. On the one hand,
they always ask for Bob's
some of my best boyfriends are British, and I really love my British men. But on the other hand, I just had a really bad experience with the owners of OnlyFans who are from the UK. So
really?
So I'm not like loving the UK. But I'm not saying it's every person from the UK. I just think it's like this group.
Yeah. No, I think it's every person from the UK. I'll cast
I'm not against people from the UK. I've met some really lovely British gentlemen, but this particular group is shitty.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing ID age verification if you have a phone in the United Kingdom for the new Apple update.
So in order to use an Apple device, you have to put in your ID. I'm
pretty sure that's what it is.
Just to use the phone?
You can. It says you can still use it, but what you're able to do with
no, Andrew. The original owner of OnlyFans, the original founder, is a guy named Tim Stokely who's alive and trying to start other scams. And the guy who just died is the original owner of My Free Cams, who is Leo.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew.
We love Andrew. Maybe he just got here.
Andrew's just trying to be a part of.
I don't think it's his fault though, because every headline says owner of OnlyFans dead.
Wow.
Doesn't say anything about My Free Cams or anything.
Leo is the founder. Is Gonzo.
Radvinsky is Gonzo. Billionaires don't die of cancer. Whoa. Some probably do.
I mean, honestly, sometimes when you have like stomach cancer or colon cancer,
Steve Jobs,
it's really hard to operate on it. So they do sometimes die from stomach cancer.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that what he had?
Yes.
Dang. How did you even get stomach cancer?
The new update blocks things. It would be considered 18 plus. Reports of people having issues with Reddit as well. Honestly, you guys, the UK is going to turn communist. They're going to become social. They're just going to like lean more into their communism.
Oh, for sure. There's way too many immigrants. So it's like
everyone's kind of like communism is becoming like cool to talk about now. Right?
Until they actually see it.
Imagine walking into a place and being like, I'm communist chic. They will.
They will. In New York City, they will.
They will.
With Mom Donnie there.
The UK has fallen. Aww.
Poor UK. They'll get back on their feet, right? Just give them 50,
Listen, honestly, when I was hanging out with all the OnlyFans people, I started getting a lot of stomach issues too. I really did. Like, I was having so many fucked up stomach issues. I was stressed out. I wasn't sleeping on a schedule. I was hanging out with people who were stressed out and talking behind my back, and honestly, human trafficking people and lying and gaslighting everybody around them. And I mean, I don't even like have that unhealthy of a lifestyle, but I can only imagine like Leo's exposure to all of this negative energy. Like, I feel for him. Like, he's honestly probably just a guy. Like, I know he like has like a family and stuff. Like, they're not like, they're not like mutants. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like aliens, right? They're not like evil. They're not trying to be evil people. It's just the way that the cards fall. They don't give a fuck about anybody, and they'll lie to you and they'll convince you to jump off a bridge.
To me, it sounds like they are evil.
I guess that they're evil by omission, right? Like
they're not setting out
or
to be
evil by
but
neglect.
they're also they're evil by like not making decisions that turn away from evil. It's like they're just sort of like looking the other way and sort of letting it in. Be like Chrissie, stay positive. Yeah. Oh, thanks, April Fool.
Aww.
Is Mom Dami even American? I don't think so.
I mean, here's my problem. I just feel like these people enjoy scamming, and there's actually a very real business. Like, men want to see the nudity. Men want to talk to the girls. Like, this industry is very real. It's been here for a long time in many different formats, and men will continue to want to get validation, attention, and connection, and visually get stimulated by women forever. Probably, unless if we really fuck shit up. It's actually a bad sign, actually, if it goes away, I think, in my opinion. But I think that we ran out of runway with OnlyFans. I think that people got really greedy. The fans had a bad experience, so it turned into a Ponzi scheme to get more models to just kind of pick up the scraps, right? Try to create an industry out of that. And I think that it'll move on and be something else. And I would encourage creators to just like invest your energy, not into the platform, not in trying to like be friends with like whoever like the top creator on OnlyFans is, or whoever they say the owner is. Like, be focused on your brand and building the value of the brand and connecting directly with who you think your audience is or could be. And then when people want to do deals with you, you can stand on that value and be like, hey, I built this. I know how these people work. You're asking me to bring these people to you. And that shouldn't be free.
How do you figure out what your brand is?
Honestly, there is a sorting hat style to it, right? Like, on the one hand, I might super like Pokemon and be a 5th generation American, yet I go online and people are like, oh yeah, she looks Russian. and I might not actually make money unless if I pull the Russian thing, even though I'm American.
Really?
Yes.
Say I'm Russian. Like, hello.
Oh, my name is Olga and I have my big Russian tits, or like whatever. Like, oh, you stupid. honestly, I just get mad at people as a Russian.
Well, what else? Yeah, of course. That's 90% of being Russian. It's getting mad.
Flowers.
you stupid American. Stupid American. Why did you think I wanted the carnations?
Oh, I don't go on the dates with you for the sex. I go on the date for you for the money. Okay.
Yeah. I'm buying it. Junior says, Holly, what are the worst countries to interact with?
Wait, what did he say? What are the worst countries to interact with?
I guess like on the fan end of it. The brown ones.
Oh my God. No, not the brown ones. Honestly, I hate to say it, you guys, a lot of Europeans are cheap.
Which countries?
Like, I wouldn't say it's one country. I would just say like the price of sex in like Europe tends to be less. Like, there's legal brothels all over the place. Like, there's just many different ways in which a patron can enjoy sex work, and as a result, people are cheaper because there is just more supply and people don't value it as much.
It's why Europeans don't tip, because they don't tip in their countries.
That's just not what they do, right? Yeah. And they don't even know that they're cheap. they don't even know that they're cheap, right? And so I think that's part of it too. Like, with a lot of these like agencies that hire offshore chatters, which a lot of people are asked about too. They're like, what do you think of these third-party chatters? The biggest problem that I have is it's like, I don't care if you're from the Philippines. If you're a really good assistant and you're really good at speaking fluent English the way that I would, man, I already sound like I'm Russian, speaking fluent English.
Hello, I speak fluent English.
I speak a fluent English. But if you're speaking fluent English.
My name is Svetlana Treats. I speak fluent English and I will stomp on your balls.
I will stomp on your cheapest balls.
Your stupid balls. Your stupid European balls.
But if you don't know how money works in the fan base that you're dealing with, that is just as offensive as not speaking English well. Speaking English well. Because if you think $5 is a lot in your country and you're trying to sell something that you could have gotten $50 for, but you think $5 is actually expensive, and you don't say $50 because you don't know how money works in America. That's just as you lack fluency in the financials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that that's my other problem with this too. Is she Russian or AI or both?
Andrew, you silly American.
You silly American.
I will stomp on your balls unless you give super chat.
No, we don't speak Russian.
Ooh, good night, mister. Just sent a Russian, some sort of something in the chat.
Babe, I'm American.
Girl,
I'm literally American,
we don't
you
know what that
guys.
means. But see, they're already convinced.
No, I'm telling you, and this is
It's your eyes, I think.
Well, I am Eastern European, but I don't speak Russian. Like, my family has been in America since 1900.
Girl, you don't look like it.
Holly is J-pilled. Wait, what does that mean? What does J-pilled mean?
Jew-pilled.
Wait, what is it? Is J-pilled? Wait, so I'm Jew-pilled? Wait, what does that mean? I took the Jew-pill?
I don't know. It just means like you're aware of the predatory nature of the people in charge of OnlyFans.
Yes. I am.
Yeah.
I'm J-pilled.
J-pilled.
You know, us Eastern Europeans dealing with the Jews all the time.
It's true. We are Jew-pilled.
We just dealing with the Jews all the time.
Holly is not J-pilled. All right. Well, there's some contention in the chat now. See, they've come alive. Okay, I feel like I'm learning so much here. One of us. Thankfully, Japan isn't as cheap of a value than
Olive
Eastern
juice.
Europeans.
Olive juice,
if
NightMayr.
Let's say if you're a girl content creator and you don't understand like how money is in another countries, like you'll charge $5 thinking that
They just don't know how our money works, and like $5 might be a lot of money to them, and it's just not a lot of money here, and they don't really understand, right? So they don't know how to price things, and so they're just like, there's just a lot of issues with using third-party chatters beyond the fact that it's not very authentic. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, they often do a bad job.
Yeah, right. So they'll charge $5 when really they should be charging $50.
Yeah,
because $5 in their country buys a house. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Anti-Semitic.
Mm-hmm. BRICS can suck our nuts. That's so interesting. Okay,
wait, what are BRICS?
The BRICS countries: Brazil, Russia. Is it India? China,
Brazil? Yeah.
Something else. What's the other one? Saudi
Well,
Arabia.
the BRICS believe in slavery, so that's the real difference.
They do.
We believe in indentured servitude in the Soviet Union, and then the rest of
what
it.
is
So
Qatar Comedy Festival, and Holly, you're one of the only guests that has kept their shoes on the whole time. But yeah,
should I take them off?
But the foot content,
you guys, oh my god, am I about to give these people a show?
A free? I don't know. I feel like if you guys see foot,
I need the clipping army to show up for me right now. The clipping army of Holly, the clipping army for Holly Treats and Speed has to show up right now.
They'll come out of the corners.
We have to just I'll show you the angles. I'm going to teach you guys how to be a foot goddess.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Finally,
I'm going to
give me
teach
some
everybody
info.
how to be a foot goddess on social media. You're learning from the best.
Grab a notepad.
Teach you guys. I had a coach. His name was Booty Queen.
Booty Queen?
Years ago. This was
A
when I
man?
first started. Yes.
A man taught you how to
his
be
name
a
was
foot
Booty Queen.
content
He had
creator.
1 million followers, and he taught me all about the popular poses. So I'm going to teach you guys about the popular poses.
Get your feet out. Get your notes ready.
Okay, so this is our first one.
Okay.
First of all, when you're doing Booty Queen approved content, your panties have to be light colored. The engagement is just not as good with black panties, and that is what everybody's got to understand. Black panties are a cop out. They are a boring woman's underwear. Get creative.
Hold on, you're
gonna see that kitty nugget.
Stop it.
We're trying to see the kitty.
Holly, you're
nugget.
blowing. I have been told my whole life that black underpants.
Lies.
That black pants.
There's too many of them.
Stop being a mom for 5 minutes. No, I can't. I was always told that a black undergarment is like the S tier underpants. It's
No,
not.
no, that is what normal people think.
What?
But they're wrong. Red is actually the
Okay.
the SWers
Red is.
because it's a power color. You're putting power on your vagina. You want to wear power colors. Women who are SWers are even adjacent. Even if you're an adjacent to an SWer, you are witchy, right? Like we harness the forces of the universe to get men.
But I'm not trying to be witchy. I'm normal
women.
I'm gonna be a Catholic in 2 weeks. So
Asian people wear red.
okay, right.
power.
Good luck to the year of the dragon and whatnot.
Even the Asian, even Buddhists, right?
true.
So this is just, you gotta wear, yes, red or pink, but not like nude colored pink. It's got.
What about beige? What do you feel about beige underwear?
No.
None.
No.
No beige.
No, I can't think of a scenario in which I would. I wouldn't even wear beige on my period because
Then you would wear black on your period.
I would wear black on my period or red.
Because that's when the theater is dark.
Yes.
So hold on, you wouldn't wear beige to like say be sheer underpants or something like that?
I would just go commando.
Okay. So all right, I'm gonna throw out my beige underwear tomorrow. That's
Or like, I don't know. I want it to be cool.
okay.
If it's beige, if it has a black outline,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
fine. You know what I mean? Because then it's kind of kinky, right?
Something
Then
different.
it looks like, oh yeah, it's like a frame around my vagina.
Yeah,
I love that.
something-
You know what I
okay.
mean? But it just can't be like just nude.
Okay.
Just nude just feels kind of weird.
Okay.
Especially from what I've learned, there's actually a lot of guys who like nylons, like pantyhose.
Okay.
So it's like you could wear
right.
pantyhose. You
And
know what I
nothing
mean?
under-
Yeah, there's just sexier things.
Okay. So we have. Does everyone have their feet out?
Okay, guys, are you ready? So we're gonna do.
Hold
the
on.
first
I have
pose.
snowboarding socks on.
We
and
know you gotta show. You
I
gotta
don't know if
show
I
your
should do
soul.
that.
First things first. The feet, people. It's not just feet, you guys. It's not just feet. Okay, it's toes, soles,
Okay.
arches. There's so many
What,
layers.
what about the crusty part, like right here?
This is your heel.
The heel.
And
Yeah.
the goal is to not have it be crusty.
Right. I do have a pumice
So,
stone.
So yeah, so this is one of our first poses. So you're doing a great. This is great.
Hold
Yes.
on. I'm gonna do it with my socks on. Because oh my god, why am I?
So the first
Okay.
thing, the first OnlyFansy type word that I'm going to teach everybody, it's not really OnlyFans, but so when they say self-worship, they are referring to you licking your own feet.
Oh,
So like sucking your own toes, licking your own feet.
that's how
This is my craft, right?
foot content.
Okay. This is my craft. So that's our first thing. They're like,
hold on,
a
so-
lot of fans would love it when you should be like,
Okay.
Maybe something that does that when you like flip off the camera.
Oh, you're mad
You're
about
like,
it.
or like you can be like, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Like you love my feet.
But so
right.
okay,
So
I got it.
this is such. And then our next
We're
pose.
learning so much.
We're learning so much. So this next one, camera's here, ass is here, right? Ass is here.
Feet are out, but your clothes, right? Just the feet are
You
out.
gotta show the soles. You gotta point your toes. No one likes flaccid feet.
No, that's
They've
true.
gotta be.
That's so true.
No one likes flaccid feet or penises.
Active feet.
You've gotta keep them pointed, and then you gotta push your butt.
What
out.
size feet are you?
I am a size 7, 7.5.
Oh my god, it's me too. Okay.
And
Okay.
then, so then you can turn around and you're like, And then
Oh, I get it. Okay, so it's really, is it about your
Yeah.
butt at this point? Like, let's be honest. Is it really, it's no longer about your feet?
No, it is about the feet. Sometimes these guys love the feet so much that, and they will actually get turned on if they see like vagina. They're like, okay, I want a custom video, but like, I'm really not into nudes. I'm really into just tease content. So just like be in,
Not into nudes.
or they're into tease.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't
don't
know
want-
what
they
kind
don't-
of trauma these guys have, right? Like maybe their like sister-in-law or like their stepsister like shoved their vagina into their face when they were a kid on their period, and now they literally hate vaginas, but they're still a straight man. So they want to get a hand job, and they have all this weird.
How do you work through that? Or do you not?
They work through that by looking for therapists on OnlyFans.
Wow. Are there actual therapists on OnlyFans?
Yeah, actually.
What the hell just happened?
we got a lesson. We got a lesson, and who wants to see my snowboarding socks?
I want to see them.
They go all the way up. I just like them because they're wool and they're really warm. Okay, so you're probably on WikiFeet.
No.
What?
Am I?
I'm on WikiFeet.
I might be, and I just haven't checked. Why don't we look?
Against my will. You probably are.
What specific scenario?
Well, WikiFeet, they find you and they find pictures of your feet and they just create a profile unbeknownst to you.
I'm down for that, honestly. Like, my feet deserve, like, I have fans who collect my feet, so it would be great if WikiFeet got just figured it out.
You probably, yeah, the chat is saying you are now.
But yeah, no, a lot of these fetishes that people have, like, I can't tell you how many times I've had a guy be like, my baby sister, teacher, mom, stepmom, brother, molested me, and now I have this fetish, and can you act this out for me?
So it's like, wow.
And I can't tell my girlfriend, and I can't tell my wife, and I travel a lot, so I don't have any intimacy with my wife, but I have this fetish and I need
That makes me sad that these people can't tell. Like, if you can't tell your wife, you know what I mean? Like, what?
I mean, like, sometimes it's really embarrassing, or like people don't listen. A lot of these guys, I'm gonna tell you, red pills something. You guys are so excited to meet your virgin. You're going to have unmitigated sexual issues and not know how to talk to anyone. And if you talk to your virgin wife, where you're the first guy who she's ever fucked,
she'll have no clue.
She's going to think you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
So you're terrified.
That's
so then you're going to turn to
true.
OnlyFans and talk to somebody who's talked to a lot of weirdos just like you.
True.
And that is why this is never going to go away.
Because you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have you
don't
girls
wanna marry-
are sluts. I want a virgin. Guess what? The virgins don't know. They don't have a skill set. Let's just put it
let
that
me
way.
ask you this. Would you want your doctor that gives you a physical, would you want to be his first one?
Yeah, would you like to be him to be an intern?
Would you like to be his first physical that he's ever done?
Yeah.
Maybe for some people, right? But that's kind of what you're asking for. And so if you're looking for a life partner, you guys will, I don't think people are going to have, I'm not wishing bad marriages upon people, but like, you will inevitably, if you are each other's limited, if you have limited partners and you've kind of put all your eggs in your partner's basket, you're going to reach a point in time where you're going to have questions that you want to ask someone who is not your wife for many reasons. And
Maybe, I think probably the allure of a virgin is like, oh, it takes less to impress them. Because they haven't a range of experiences to compare. Also, you can't compare them to anybody.
I think also men who really want producer. Who's producer Matt?
This is producer Matt.
Oh my gosh, I am
You're invisible.
so sorry.
Producer Matt.
Smash
you
her
don't capitalize producer Matt.
I would smash. He's actually got really sexy energy.
Wow. You know he's a Scorpio?
Really? I can feel that from him. Yeah. I can feel that energy.
Oh my
How is push-ups not here on the
I know. Push-ups is another well, he's a Wet Spot super fan. So
but yeah, Wet Spot super fan. Wait, so where were we at right now?
we are at 11 o'clock. Viking. Oh, thank you, Viking. Holly. Oh, we already did that.
Geminis do it better. Honestly, guys,
True. Frank is a Gemini.
that was something that I've been exploring, is getting with my crush matrix. So guys,
Yes, let's talk about your crush matrix.
we're going to talk about the crush matrix,
but now we're
going to talk about it. So I'm honestly embarrassed because I made a joke and was a little early to the joke, and then I didn't really think that Elon Musk would ever have any kind of association with ChatGPT. So I thought it was kind of safe to make the joke. But then he's now I'm doing.
Explain the joke. Explain what it was.
It was okay, I'm dating 50,000 dudes and I'm having trouble really navigating and understanding the situation. And I'm trying to get my number to 50,000. So I'm cross-referencing.
And by date, you mean all your DMs?
All the DMs. If I've ever talked to you on the phone, if I've ever bumped into you at a convention and had an exchange,
That's considered
we're really lowering the qualifications for what a date is, right? Because we're just trying to
get the numbers up.
the numbers up. we're really lowering the bar, like honestly, for this experiment. So these guys really are lucky, in my opinion. But we are cross-referencing everybody through Elon Musk, and that was the part that I was like, I don't really like how that joke is landing, because he ended up making Grok and hating ChatGPT, and now everybody hates ChatGPT because Sam Altman is weird to people, and supposedly, I don't know, I've never met the guy, but it just the joke.
I only ever use Grok.
The joke was just not like going the way that I wanted it to, and so
How did you wanted it to go?
I wanted it to go that Elon didn't, like, I don't know, I can't, it's like the cats, it's like I use Grok all the time, so I'm like, I'm glad that he invented Grok, right? But I'm like, damn, that joke is just not like hit. I'm sure that's happened to like everybody.
Oh, it happens to me many times a day, every day for years.
Like, oh God, I hope he doesn't see it and think I'm weird. Like, this is so uncomfortable.
Was it almost like inspired by the like 50,000 dates? Almost sounds like an inspiration of Bonnie Blue or somebody with these, like, you know, just getting their numbers up.
Yes. Thank you. She gets me. She understands me. And honestly, I do feel like I've definitely spoken to 50,000 people online before, like very accurate.
More, yeah.
Not trying to have sex with 50,000 people, but
who has the time?
There's no time for that. Yeah. We've got to use the crush matrix to thin the numbers now.
And the point of the crush matrix was to just see your compatibility with someone.
Yes. And see if I should even pursue interaction.
Did
with
it
them.
work?
No. But I will say I'm dating higher quality people now. Like, I'm definitely like enjoying. I'm in a really weird place, you guys. I just retired from a 10-year career on OnlyFans, and I am mentally more interested in having a relationship now than I have been.
That doesn't shock me at all, because I feel like OnlyFans depletes. I had a girl on here, Jasmine Jafar, might have been before your time, Matt. It wasn't in studio. I was just over whatever. It was remote. And she, like, I'll never forget this moment where she was like, and she's brilliant. She was or is a lawyer. She's so beautiful. And she said, like, I just don't really have the time or the bandwidth to date, because she admitted to that she spends all her banter on her customers, and she has nothing left for a particular like a potential suitor.
The other thing that's really hard too is when you're balls deep in any sort of spicy work, you are having a Disneyland interaction with your customers, right? Like, they're having a Disneyland interaction with you just as much as you're having a Disneyland interaction of them. Like, they're giving you money, they're taking it really seriously. They're probably taking it more seriously actually than they take their relationship.
Wow.
Like, they probably stand up straighter for their sex worker than they do for their wife, because it's like, okay, you're not, this is very conditional. You do not unconditionally love me, and you might hate me, and I think my wife loves me more than you, so I feel safer, and that's why I'll treat my wife like shit and I'll be nicer to you.
But they won't tell the wife about the fetish.
They won't tell. I think that there's just a lot of healing that needs to go on, you know, and then there's a lot of scenarios where the wife's in on it and she's like, hey, I honestly don't want to have sex with my husband as many times as he wants.
Wow.
And it's like, can you like take on a shift? This is annoying. Don't ruin my relationship, but I don't want his dick that much. Take a shift, right? Like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of different variations to where the women and how relationships happen with this stuff. But I think the biggest problem is that people are letting social media give them relationship advice. And they have a really false sense of like reality of like what relationships are, and they think that people who are marketing their OnlyFans and talking about their poly relationships are normal and like their relationship. Like, well, my wife won't be poly for me, so fuck her. I'm gonna leave my wife and go join the OnlyFans girls, right? Like, I could be one of their people, right? And it's like, that's just not real, right?
Sounds like a delusional person.
But there's a surprising number of them. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I found my husband on
I'm the worst guest ever. Oh my God.
April Fools. How dare you? We're learning a lot. She's multifaceted. She has a regular job. And she's not just an adult content creator.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I actually, when I used to work in the corporate cannabis game and I was dating this terrible person and we were living up in Northern California part-time on cannabis farms, and they used to like target farmers only ads at us all the time.
Wow.
And I remembered thinking like, dude, he's gonna like leave me for someone on farmers only only. Like,
like, how do you, someone whose DMs are full at all times on every platform, how do you figure out who to date? You know what I mean?
right. Wait, what?
How do you figure out how is dating for you? Because your probably DMs are full everywhere all the time. How do you sift through and find somebody to date?
They love the farmers only. Bro, this guy's gonna leave me for someone on farmers only. Yeah, but it's weird to date. I definitely have some romances. I'm in a really good place right now. Like, I think that we have been in each other's lives so long. You've seen me go through like multiple relationships. I've done a lot of healing this past couple of years. Like, I've stayed single consciously, even though I've had a lot of men want to be in a relationship with me, just because I've been trying to undo whatever is inside me that attracts kind of like.
Do you feel like you attract the same kind of guy?
Yeah, I attract really kind of, I just wasn't attracting the kind of guy that I wanted. And I was attracting a very controlling and abusive type of person that didn't like kind of command with leadership and commanded with fear. And I'm looking for someone that's more of just like, they have commanding leadership, but it's not an abusive.
Why do you think that was, now that you have some perspective?
Looking back at it, I actually didn't grow up in an abusive household. I grew up in a very like cushy helicopter parent style household. So when I see abuse, it's actually really foreign to me. At least it was then. And I took it very seriously, like almost like I internalized it a lot. Like when my ex first started verbally abusing me, I thought it was my fault.
Right.
And I was like, wow, like the only reason why anyone would ever talk to me like that is if I was the most horrible person ever.
And it's like,
you know what I mean?
Like, and then you believe it because you're like, well,
it's so
they
foreign to you. You're like, wow, like I would never talk to someone like that unless if they were literally a horrible person. So I must be a horrible person. And
they make you believe like you deserve it and you did whatever it was. And like,
it's just, just the whole, they reprogram your identity to suit what they want it to be. And they do it through verbal abuse and financial abuse and lying and love bombing and giving you and giving something to you and taking it away and isolating you and the whole thing. So I wanted to work through the damage that because you can't go through something like that without damage. So I wanted to stay single and just work on myself and kind of rebuild financially too, because you go through a lot of financial trauma leaving an abusive relationship. And so I just wanted to be completely like in a really good place to just like meet someone else. And so now I feel like I'm in that place and I'm kind of just like, I've deleted the OnlyFans and I don't feel like bitter. You know what I mean? I feel very hopeful about the future. I don't feel like I still am kind of like, hey, I'll let people earn my trust, but I don't feel like I don't hate men. I don't feel like men can't be trusted.
You're not a chip on your shoulder.
I'm not like I'm a lesbian now. You know, I mean a little bit. You know what I mean? But like I'm but no more lesbian than I was before, right?
You're like, I'll wear plaid, but
I'm not any more lesbian than I was before.
But for just an hour.
But I'm still a straight woman. So
you're a party lesbian.
Yeah. Aw, thank you so much. Good NightMayr. You guys are being so supportive. Yeah.
Do you ever want to get married?
What?
Do you want to get married?
I want to get married, but I definitely want to have kids. Like, it's like, the world is so crazy right now. I do want to get married and have kids though. And like, I want to still like have fun and like have a really beautiful, full, expanded life. But I don't want me or my husband to feel like we're like trapped in any way, but I do want to have a life partner that I build a life with and go to sleep with and feel like I know and feel like I'm a teammate with.
Do you feel like having kids would trap you? When you say like feel trapped, what are you afraid would feel?
No, it's more of an emotional entrapment. You know what I mean? Where it's like for example, my ex, if I wanted to leave the house to go to like CVS to get a snack at 10 p.m., I wasn't allowed to.
That's so crazy.
Like not even cheating, right? You know what I mean? Wow. Like you're not literally
just insanely.
You just have a curfew that I've decided, and I will verbally abuse you if you ask to break that.
I dated a guy once who did not want. He was an alcoholic. He did not want to see me if I had more than one drink. Like would not want to hang out. Would not want to. Like it was crazy.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, I
mean, everyone has to decide. Like this man verbally abused me when I forgot to buy orange juice from the grocery store. And then I eventually, and then what's hard is like, if you stay for a really long time in those kinds of relationships, like, and you cheat or something like that, which I did, I cheated. And then now it's validating that I'm an asshole because I did something that is like, oh, you're an undeniable asshole. Cause that's like undeniable bad people shit that you cheated. Right. And all really, I did was verbally abuse you. So you're a worse person than me. So it's okay that I'm verbally abusing you.
You were unconsciously trying to get out.
Yeah. So I had to deprogram all of that stuff. And that's kind of why I've been single. But now I really did the work. You know what I mean? I did a lot of work. I went to a lot of therapy. I really wanted the change too. I think that that's part of healing from that stuff is you have to want a change in your own perspective and not just expect other people to make the change for you. It's like, no, I have to delete OnlyFans and I have to do a bunch of work on myself and I have to change what kind of friends I attract and I have to change all of that other stuff. And it's just as much I have to do just as much work now as whatever. Right.
Are you religious at all? How's your relationship with God?
I actually am that's so funny. I have God and I are really tight. This might be super. I get really actually scared to talk about my religion because there's so much hate, but I was raised Jewish. And
she is J-Pill.
I am J-Pill. Yes. I was raised Jewish. I grew up not really knowing what day Christmas was. And
it's the day you went and got Chinese food.
It's the day we went and got dim sum. Exactly. And I had Christian friends growing up. I have some family who's Christian and Catholic. There's like a mix of everybody. There's like married in people. We're very reformed. We didn't keep kosher, but I did go to private Jewish school growing up.
Oh, cool.
And spoke Hebrew and got mitzvah and the whole thing.
Okay.
I don't usually talk about it because literally people want to kill us all the time. I am not an Israel person. I am an American.
Cool.
And I want to make that clear. I honestly think that the entire culture of the Middle East is barbaric and I don't stand by what any of them do.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to visit any country in the Middle East.
No, why would you?
I think if any Jew gives a fuck about our religion and our life, our religion is about being a good person and living the most of your life. So get the fuck out of Israel if you want to be alive. That's like literally how I feel. And I think it's crazy that people are trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
Yeah, it just seems like, and again, you are not on this channel because you want to listen to big brains on Israel, which I am not, but I just feel like, I don't know. It's like, it comes up every show. It does seem to come up. It does seem to come up every show.
Like, I mean, I look at Israel and all of the countries around Israel. It's like, these people have literally been at war since before, like we spoke the modern language that we're speaking now. It's like I think of their culture as being a lot like Sparta. You know what I mean? Like where they're just like, hey, everybody goes into the military. We're dealing with missiles. That's just something that you can expect as a citizen here growing up. Like you can expect war here.
Wow.
And they have just like a higher tolerance for it. And I think just culturally, I just don't understand them. And I'm really grateful. And I understand that it's a privilege.
Like you're going to learn Krav Maga.
Yeah. I think everybody should learn Krav Maga, honestly.
That's true.
Yeah. I think everyone should learn how to defend themselves, but there like is this certain level where they're just very into, like it's just
so much part of the culture.
It's just like their entire culture of the Middle East is like a lot more warring than I'm used to as an American. And it might be my stupidity as an American, but I don't want to deal with it or have an opinion.
No, it seems like it would be stressful to be living in that 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just asked that about the God thing because I didn't know if that played a role in your decision to walk away from OF or your transition.
No, because I don't think that like man-made capitalism and God are like,
Are at odds.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't think sex work and God are at odds. You know what I mean? I really don't. I think that you can be a good person and do a lot of things as long as you're not breaking a commandment, and you can be a very successful and busy sex worker without breaking commandments.
What about coveting someone else's wife or coveting else? Isn't that part of it?
I don't covet anybody's husband.
True. You're just like, well,
now if someone else's husband is coveting me,
that's their sin.
That's their sin. And I will decide how much I want to deal with them. But I don't feel like it's just like, I'm not. The other thing
you're also
too,
not the moral
I want to clear up something that gets misconstrued a lot on Twitter, with Jews being satanic, like the idea of hell and demons and angels and all that stuff was actually like invented in the New Testament. And like the First Testament doesn't really like cover that shit. So, and like Jews' idea of hell, like we don't really believe in hell the way
Just
that
think of it
like,
as a place with no coupons, right?
no, we believe in it as like, if you're a bad person, you go into this purgatory soul washing machine type of thing that's like not eternity. And it's not like we believe that like God accounts for your free will and didn't make creatures giving them free will, knowing he was going to punish them. Like he's smarter.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right, because I'm learning this in my OCIA class, that like if you sin, but it's like out of ignorance, God does not punish that.
I mean, I think this is super controversial to even say as a Jew. I'm sure God accounted for Adolf Hitler in some way, and it's just beyond our understanding as humans.
Some would argue that like all of that happened to teach others a lesson, or like what we could learn from it.
I think that certain situations have such a big ripple effect. Like you don't even know all the things God covered with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I view OnlyFans as the same way. Like OnlyFans has such a big ripple effect and touches so many people that there's a lot of bad shit. And we can't as humans begin to comprehend what God knows about that. But God is smarter than us. And God is more powerful than our technology and anything that we can create on this earth. And he's not just going to fall victim to humanity, right? You know what I mean?
Not,
Like
right.
God's plan does not fall victim to humanity. And but I do think that good people, like I can feel it when I make a bad decision. I think if you're a good person and you're trying to consciously be in touch on the spiritual beam, you might make mistakes, but you can feel when you're like
straying,
when you're like, I'm straying from being a good person. And even if you are a good person in a terrible world, like the ultimate thing that made me want to stop is like, wow, as a good person, I will be cannibalized by the bad people. I'm not going to shine light in the shadowy world. I'm not going to be a ray of sunshine in this murky swamp. This murky swamp is just going to consume my sunshine.
Yes.
And I think that you kind of reach this point where you stop believing your own fairy tales. It's like, yeah, that sounds like a really amazing, heroic story. These people are horrible people and trying to destroy everybody around them.
Yeah.
And nothing you do is going to be good enough to like make them not be the way that they are. And they don't even think that they're bad.
See people as just
Expendable.
commodities and just to consume and spit out. And what's the next batch?
They're gonna find a new one. Yeah. And they're whatever. Right. And then they're going to die of stomach cancer at 43 or however old. Is he even 43? I thought he was older than that.
43.
I thought he was older than that. That's crazy.
Wow. Like really well said. And,
I love horrible people.
And you know what? Like God probably, it's just like any other vice, gambling, drinking, drugs, and if it wasn't OnlyFans, like lust.
Oh, I'm glad I brought sunshine into their life, you guys. Thank you.
Who said that?
JC.
Thank you, JC. It's true. Like if there was no OnlyFans, it would these like lust would sort of be it would find another way. There'd be another kind of website or another kind of platform. It's the digital version of the oldest profession. True.
I would disagree though. No, I would argue that the oldest profession is actually more professional than OnlyFans.
How so?
Because people are on OnlyFans trying to like redefine the rules of what sex work is. You know what I mean? And everyone's got their own like esoteric, well, I'm a sex worker even though I'm claiming to be a virgin and it's like, or I'm a sex worker and I fuck my husband and it's like, but I scam my friends and my money comes from scamming my friends. That's the problem I have. You can't call yourself a sex worker if you're not monetizing from the fans that lust for you. Yeah. You don't have to have sex with them. You know what I mean? But if you're being nice to a dude for tips or whatever, right? And that's your customer, that's sex work. If you're telling other girls, oh yeah, I have so many fans, I have so many men that pay me so much money, you should give me 50% of your business and then I'll help you. And your real business is those girls. You're not a fucking sex worker.
You're Ghislaine.
You're not even Ghislaine. Ghislaine, honestly, I wouldn't give him that much credit. No, Ghislaine that's
She
an
hustled.
impressive operation, even though I think they're terrible people, right?
Yeah.
It's just shocking what they were. Oh my God. I have my own Jeffrey Epstein shit that I've been through.
Really?
And there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out about what happened in Long Beach with the Lakers and the Chicago Bulls and a lot of athletes that were in the Jeffrey Epstein circuit of people.
Really?
Yeah.
What? How many years ago?
It's probably like 2008, 2007. Yeah.
Did you ever go?
Yeah. My first sugar daddy was one of them.
So you went to the island?
No, not to the island.
okay.
No, not like that. But no, but they would get hotel rooms, and it would be like I was in high school, and they would like try to like find people in high school, and then try to get you to bring all of your friends.
How did they find you?
Well, and that's the sad truth about all of this stuff is I was on a lot of drugs, and in high school I wasn't like, I'm sober as an adult, but
Yeah.
I did my damage in high school. And so I was on a bunch of drugs. I was
Okay.
looking for drugs. I was hanging out with porn stars, strippers, people who were also doing drugs. Right. And they just introduce you to these people, and
Right.
they know it's like, they're in these people circles like, oh, we want to meet young girls. Right. And so it's like, they met me and like, oh, you should invite your friends. We'll give you money every
How
friend.
old were you?
It was like 17 when they met me.
Yikes. Okay.
And then I hung out with them. We did drugs. And then
these are professional athletes.
yes. Well, former professional athletes.
Okay. They were
When
retired.
athletes go through health problems, like, so my specific thing was, this is actually the first time I've ever talked about this. So you have magic.
Exclusive.
So my first interaction with someone like a sugar daddy Jeffrey Epstein person was a guy named Jack Haley Jr. who was a former Chicago Bulls player and ended up being like an ESPN announcer. And honestly, like, he had a rich family. Like, it wasn't just him. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I met him through this stripper that I was doing drugs with, and she was like, I'm looking for a toy to bring back to my boyfriend, and you're perfect. And I honestly felt very mature for my age at 17. Like, I was out there doing illegal drugs with people, so I had a false sense of maturity.
Yeah.
And I thought I was,
And everyone's gassing you up.
and
Yeah.
everybody's gassing you up, and you just don't know what you don't know. And so I ended up going and hanging out with them, and Jack like took a liking to me, and I don't even think we had sex, and I think they were conscious of like looking
they
back
knew
at it. I was like, you guys
you were
were
a minor.
super conscious that I was a minor. Like, I thought that they were just being cool. And now as an adult, I look back and it's like, your entire hustle was around me being a minor.
What, so like did you watch them or like what?
Like, they were just normalizing the whole thing. And it's like, oh yeah, and like threesomes are cool, and you'll do completely complete, like, grooming me, right? And
you're like, maybe I want to work at a bank.
Right.
Maybe I want to work in AI.
and here's drugs, right?
Yeah.
And here's some money also. Like, and so then we didn't
They
talk.
didn't touch you at all?
They didn't touch me, but they were fooling around. And then Cassandra, the girl who brought me, started getting mad at me because I don't think that she she felt competitive about the situation. She's like, so Jack was like, Cassandra, I'll pay you to leave right now. And then I left with Cassandra because I was like, I'm going to be a good friend and leave with this girl, right? Because he's horrible, right? And so then I left and it's like, don't worry, Cassandra, like, I would never leave you. And she's like, well, good, because Jack thinks you're fat.
Because she was like the Ghislaine. And
In her mind, in this situation, I'm sure he had others. He had
Right.
other versions of Cassandra, but she's just the one who found me, right?
Cassandra was not with him. She was just like the kind
She
of
was just
pimp.
one of.
Okay.
No, she was. She thought he was his boyfriend. He was her girlfriend or whatever.
I've
yeah.
heard that's how it goes a lot.
Yeah, they think that they're, and she
Dating the
described him
person.
as her boyfriend, and she's like, and you're our toy, and you're not.
Okay.
And then Jack started like liking me and being like, I think you're gonna go places one day, and then she hates me, and then I leave with her. So anyways, Cassandra and I have a falling out. Jack follows up with me later after I turn 18.
literally wait
Until after I turn 18. He's like, what's up? Yeah. And then we're back on and going. Yeah.
Did chat is ring what kind of money they were giving
Was
you?
the money free? No, the money was not free. We had sex in front of people for money, and he probably used us to look cool to his business partners.
What kind of people? Like his business partners?
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine, Matt, if I had sex with someone in front of you. It's just not the same in podcasting.
It's just not, right?
Also, I'm a married mom.
Yeah.
My God, this sounds just traumatizing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do other than make weird jokes about it. 'Cause
Hey, that's what I do about it.
yeah.
That's all I know how to
True.
do about it.
It's like-
Yeah.
but I don't know, you learned a lot, and it seems like I don't know, like God puts us in situations to learn and I don't know, it just makes you wiser. And
I'm really lucky that I wasn't in a satanic ritual and that I wasn't like, I feel really bad for some of the stories that I hear about the Epstein girls. And I feel like, I mean, I think all victims, I've been invited to those parties. I have another story about that, but I don't want to share about it now. It's just not as interesting, actually. It's about my ex-boyfriend going to a Diddy party. But,
and you were like, why are you wearing all white? What are you doing?
I was just like, wow, you really wanted to go to a Diddy party. You were like maybe ready to suck Diddy's dick to go to this party. You might have been very motivated to go to this party. But where was I going with that?
That
they didn't treat me badly. Like I wasn't getting like beaten. I wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't,
but still it's like you're being exposed to
I was
stuff
still
that
being
you shouldn't have been.
exploited and leveraged and maybe trafficked. Like I don't know if he actually got money for these situations, but
how many people was it like in front of, or was it more than one occasion?
we would have like a 30-person hotel party.
And it just, you guys would be the only ones doing anything?
No, it's like some guys would bring their wives. Like it was just like a sex party, but but he would have these underage girls, right?
Wow.
And like I think that's what a lot of these Epstein things were. I think it was a mix where it's like on the one hand, it's like, yeah, there are fun adults that just want to go to sex parties and like see kind of some wild stuff. But on the other hand, there's creepy people that are pedos and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it all gets mixed together.
And that's like why you have people like, I'm sure a lot of the celebrities that they're showing at these Epstein parties where it's like they're sitting there being like, oh my God, why did I go to that stupid fucking birthday party?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know that guy.
There's the genuine creeps, and then there's the people that get that get mixed into it. But now they also have leverage on these people.
Yeah.
And blackmail. Wow. Wow. This is so interesting. Okay. See, I told you guys this would be a fun chat.
Oh, I'm so glad that they like this. You guys, please share this on Twitter and on all the platforms. Please repost our show. We need to spread awareness. I get reported and silenced a lot by these platform owners because they don't want me to talk. And no one really wants, it's like they want the narrative to stay the same. So please, share this story.
Whatever happened to this guy?
Jack?
Yeah.
Jack's dead.
Oh, okay.
Jack died of lupus and related issues years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So he's not going to be in your DMs upset about this.
No, but he did hit me up right before he died and was kind of trying to like make peace. But I was like, Jack, I'm sober. I don't do drugs anymore. I never want to see you again.
Wow.
And then he died.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting though, that they, right before it ends, they make some sort of attempt to, maybe he did have a moment.
No, don't rest in peace, Jack. Jack is literally a textbook sociopath and is a literal pedo. So don't.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be for
Don't
another.
rest in peace. Jack is resting in peace because he has no conscience whatsoever.
Wow. Well, maybe he's in
Jack could very well be in hell resting in peace.
Maybe he's in the purgatory. Maybe he's in the washing machine that you mentioned earlier. My gosh, the chat loves you.
Tavon, thank you so much, you guys.
Holly, where can they find you and support you? And who knows? Maybe your next whale is in the chat.
Aw, rest in peace. Yes, I'm sure he is. So you guys, I am Holly, HOLLY _ treats, TREATS on Twitter /X. I have been live streaming a lot more on there. I might actually make a premium X where I make that the new home of my sexy content. I've been making some sexy content lately and I'm really excited. So make sure to follow me on X. Again, that's Holly _ treats. And you can also find my Instagram, which is holly.treats, which has the 1 whatever million followers I have. I don't even pay attention anymore. So, yeah.
Once you hit 1 million, it's just it all sort of blends together. That'll be me. I'll hit 1 million. I'm really going to take all this foot content tips that I've gotten and probably do nothing with it because I'm a mom.
You got to do the popular poses.
The poses, guys. You got to pop it out. You got to lick your toes. Oh my God, I think I threw my back out. Guys, follow Holly. What a fun episode this was.
This is such a fun episode.
So good to see you. Yes, we're having a great time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to Raider, my whale in the chat, my homie. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Yes,
We
Holly
love you
Jack.
guys. We love you guys.